We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland, Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.
A major question to you, Achesa. Achesa, I cast a palm nut soup, a palm nut soup.
Palm nut soup.
Yes.
Palm nut soup.
Yes.
And why are you going him?
A major question to you, Achesa. Achesa, I cast a palm nut soup, a palm nut soup.
Palm nut soup.
Yes.
Palm nut soup.
Yes.
And why are you going him?
A major question to you, Achesa. Achesa, I cast a palm nut soup, a palm nut soup.
Palm nut soup.
Yes.
Palm nut soup.
Yes.
And why are you going him?
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia nunantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei.
We're receiving reports that the NPP is not at the collation center. Can you confirm that for me? Is that the case?
If you saw me turning around, I was scanning the room to see if I would see any notable face of the NPP here. I have not been able to see any notable MPP person here to tell that they are here witnessing the process. I haven't seen one. So
okay,
maybe it could be true. It could also not to be true. Maybe they have only just gotten outside of the room. But for now, from at this particular moment, I'm not able to see any notable face of the MPP monitoring the process here. Foresee.
Okay, thank you. We're receiving reports that the NPP is not at the collation center. Can you confirm that for me? Is that the case?
If you saw me turning around, I was scanning the room to see if I would see any notable face of the MPP here. I have not been able to see any notable MPP person here to tell that they are here witnessing the process. I haven't seen one. So maybe it could be true. It could also not to be true. Maybe they have only just gotten outside of the room. But for now, at this particular moment, I'm not able to see any notable face of the MPP monitoring the process here. Foresee.
Winning Greater Accra with the bigger margin that we did in 2016.
This year?
Yes.
Hey, miracles.
No,
yeah, record you.
Oh, Obi, me na me catch your to hope. Me say we are winning Greater. Yeah, and this is one more year campaign on social media. I'm telling you, I'm going to offer Obi. Me ba Obi. Mo from a microphone. I don't TV for the mic call Makola. I want the manica, you know. Saturday, I call to do when man, how many Greater Accra? To do man, I Greater Accra no more. And I went home. Me say, gentleman do tweet and I say, oh, who the microphone call a man who wa Makola, who mean I say, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. Now, so I say, you talk about Twitter. Obi Twitter, nipa bako account be 5. Or no call Twitter, no Twitter, Obi no about commenting man. And I would just do the analysis. And worry. It is a Twitter and Facebook now, and this video analysis will be on my report. And they saw themselves social media robot grabber. Show me to way, what they offer, you pay attention. When you post on Facebook, go and watch some account. Only follow about combo.
Yeah.
Robots
troll farms, no.
It is Obi and now NDC for the analysis. NDC accounting on Twitter, Facebook, and Agenda 1 Agenda 2, Lotto Doctor. And we are fun to Waba. We are going to beat NDC in the parliamentary elections. And we are going to beat them in the presidential election. You know why? It's simply because they are incompetent in government. And the people were hoping, say, Anka as an opposition party, they will do better. But even as an opposition party, they are incompetent as an opposition party as well. They are not giving the people a very good reason to vote for them other than 8 years or so in Timontoma Mahama.
Nami mos jowulu echire ho eye methodist dan echire ho ne asere because asem no eka ene nya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore Torkornoo Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:30 p.m. U.S. East Coast time is definitely 8:30 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative political talk show on the planet right now. We are live across the world. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on radio, and also we are live on YouTube. All platforms are blazing tonight. If you want to watch this show live on TV tonight, you can watch us live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Our Facebook page is With Audio Respect page. With Audio Respect page. We are also live on radio tonight. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to the show right now as I speak. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. So go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You get us live tonight. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are back tonight to discuss the issues. The NDC, they have done it again. Ghanaians have shown that they are ready to basically govern with a party that is ready to help them solve their problems. Akwetia is green, and it's definitely green because the NDC have shown over the years, in these few months that they took over office or power, the people of Ghana, the trust that they had in John Mahama and still have in John Mahama and having the NDC, they are still very confident that the NDC will still deliver. All the promises are still intact. They are delivering and they will deliver. Akwetia has said it, and Akwetia has made it emphatic that the NDC is a party every single Ghanaian should support, believe in, and that the development, the social interventions that we have been yearning for, better economic recoveries and all that will be a thing that we will all be happy about. And then you bring Oshami Abidin, Eddie Kevin Akobedu Taylor, Jumadia Way, United States of America, Washington, D.C. to be precise, Eddie Free Ebro. Oma mo bomi chidomno from the Ghost Team. Omuna atichirin semino Eddie Aswa me say nyumbre. Membra na membe judwem ema Ghana for ehunu kre no. Jumadia we echegu Facebook, echegu YouTube, and also TV so any radio so obeso hwe TV so a Multi TV. Amo decoder no so a Multi TV yewo Loud Silence TV channel no your friend Loud Silence TV wonsa ebeka Jumadia we yesa wo YouTube your official name and I say dia ye de YouTube no Loud Silence TV tonight wonsa ebeka ewo YouTube no so Facebook so official name I use so Facebook no With Audio Respect page Facebook on every Facebook and your brain also radio so any device Android device maybe Samsung and I say any Android device oko Google Play Store your radio app yenankasa dia obetimi etie dwumade we ebia na wutwika and I say wutu kwan ompese bia obehwe TV and obehwe phone so obetimi so etie radio so oko Google Play Store na search for Loud Silence Radio and you bring kind of live our Loud Silence Radio so and I once we use Apple devices iPhone adibia Apple biano oko App Store na o search for Loud Silence Radio on sa ebeka Jumadie we etwegu ewiase afane nyina and then you bring yebedwum amagana for ehunu kre no de eko and Akwetia by election no eko so the NDC emphatic win enye win keke emphatic win. They have actually overturned it, and I'd like to give a big credit to the executives who made it, NDC executives who made this possible, and the bigger credit goes to Akwetia mine nipa omote Akwetia ene akomapa ene sebio eni suade hu omowo vision omowo ene impunti omope and the nipa bibri thousands and thousands of people echo ballot no omodi to me e dey NDC nsem, and this is something that we cherish. There's something that the NDC government cherishes so much, and they will do everything possible to make sure it's sad to me amodi amono enye to me sa akwa yeduru wa yebedwum amagana for ehu de ekọ nsem bibri wo ha yebekọ Akwetia yebedwan nsem nim yebekire Ghana for adekodi enti yeduru ha and the election be any Ghana and the metuma catch on authority. The NDC will win every single election that happens. As far as this platform is there, and as far as you, the Ghanaian, any onyankopon ewosra will be osoro achire ebi Ghana for akumem wama yenyansa amyehu nokre efri bone. No election and MPP betumi win Ghana. As far as onyankopon tiasia platform we ho, the NPP will never win any election again. I'm targeting 2 seats from the central region, and I'll take it. There are some 2 seats in the central region I will take. Onyankopon wo ho. Sebi waboy ho ban for 8 years. Wama yakuma, waboy ho ban, wama sebi onyansa no. God in his own wisdom. The 2 seats now I'm targeting this year. By mid year 2026, I will take it. and we will take it handsomely. We will take it in a very simple way. A be Ghana for one. You do you be cross the bridge, no. Into wa wo hwe me no ende e niji da. Yeah, enye kasa bebre, a consistency, a no kre. Say NPP person back to power, they need to be truthful. And no. The secret antidote ni nyina say the NPP they need to start speaking truth. So omo kan okre krojen kire Ghana for na omo ndi atro omo ndi konkonsa andwene say Ghana for jimia they can be given a hearing a little bit Ghana for beti omo kakra. But right now what we are seeing in the NPP say NPP be we need sit e Ghana eche onyankopon ni ho. And I have said this and I'll say this every day. Eche onyankopon twedi amponkwame oni ho. But as far as I know my God I worship, onyankopon amenya agide wonimu a oma me nkranhye ema me ye adwuma de John Mahama ne NDC ba power. That God as it lives, the NPP will never win any seat. Biem any by election. Me bompa is a by election for beba na enye so biewu. But ebe MPP MPA ono ankasa willingly obe walk out of parliament and it's going to happen. Me bompaye echiro nyankopon mema ne mfa eye MP bia krabiem sebi ombo ye nyina ho ban ewuo enya de bia ye wohwema even your worst enemy. But minim said there will be another by election be 3. Now sa by elections na ebeba no eye NPP MPs they willingly walk out of parliament. Ombeka say omunye adwuma ne biem. It is here. You nankasa woni betua, you will be shocked. They will walk out of parliament. They will tell Ghana for say they are done. They are leaving their seat behind. There should be a by-election. 3 seats. Yeah. And then I so amenti ya nipa bi ekekansem omamudi matem so edi matem ye girem. Team, stay with me. I have one eye tonight. And the my birthday. Yeah, on the 2nd of September. Inti ende meti hai my birthday. And I would like to say to a year Nipa Bibria, I'm wishing me happy birthday today. I really appreciate it. My mom called me today, my dad, and wonderful people around the world. I really appreciate this. And the biggest birthday surprise, and the minya too. In the morning, my wife, my kids, early in the morning, they really sang the birthday song to me. I was so excited this morning. Family, I really enjoyed. In fact, Nazara and they come in there, they were a bit confused because I had my birthday at 3. From Friday, I went out with my wife for dinner because it was a pre-birthday dinner, right? Now, you call out on Friday, a special dinner for me. And Sunday, my in-laws also invited me to come over. So my in-laws got me a cake. And my kids were like, okay, Friday, you went out with mommy on your birthday. And I've told them, so my birthday too is on Tuesday. So they were like, I didn't have my birthdays in the door. So I'm saying, no, it's the same birthday, but I have activities. So Friday I was out with my wife, and then on Sunday I went to my in-laws' house with my family. We enjoyed the pool at my in-laws' house and all that. My in-laws got me a very beautiful cake. We enjoyed the cake. So Minkrano ate birthday mame. In the end, that's why I'm sorry now because today is my birthday. No, they were confused, but we checked which one. I feel I'm so okay. But the second big president, Azoko, Chairman Azoko Nedemame. Azoko gave me a wonderful birthday present today. And everywhere, Bibi Owubia and Yubribiano, good evening to Chairman Azoko. Azoka, I'm very sorry. Chairman Azoka, NDC, Vice Chairman, First Vice Chairman, Chairman Azoka. Omame, one of the greatest birthdays today. In fact, Chairman Azoka say, Chairman Azoka, on the show, your mother. We are Bema Kasa. Bema Twago. Chairman Azoka, me say, say, also your Bema Kasa, your mother. Me say, so no go Bema than say, now ya Buakura, or ya Buatorua. Now, so when Jimmy Kura, we need pa. Oma Unyanko Bema Jina with you. Esa eya ni sase first one we na wa ye no e chese your mother we no eya your mother and na wasa dey show hwinim and na wasa ka to say your mother it dey o kaka chiro maame Chairman Azoko akwani ye great into my birthday na complete. In fact, Chairman Azoko, I'm trying to find a very beautiful present for you. Meba Ghana, Bia, I'll try and come visit you in the north. Meka plane abasrim, na abasawunsa. In fact, Chairman Azoko, give me about 2 parliaments in your constituency. I need to get them a TV and a multi-TV decoder. Chairman Azoko, Chairman Azoka, give me 2 parliament baby our constituency one in the north. I'll buy them a 50-inch too. Now I'm the multi TV decoder account. For more mono I may say your mother. I am dedicating this song to because Chairman Zoka say say your member nchie kwasiafo a omoto kankan dedication to inenchie no monum nie.
Welcome along, my love. My life is unlucky. I try to compare you when girl of China, and that time I went Indian. No one have been like you. I see girl of London. No one have been like you. And that time I went England. No one have been like you. I come back from Ghana. No one have been like you. I backward from here Sudan, then wipe when I want. Baby girl, you come love me, my love I need you. I come back from Ghana, no one have been like you. I backward from
your mother. Me dedicating you now your mother. As a hard guy. Mama, after that, you know, be wouldn't jibia or could you be the jaguada. As I can show him. Or see your mother, oh yeah, Bemakas, were broken in about more blow. Were broken anyway, and we more blow. Oh yeah, quick to a blow through. Jimmy, so I'm dying and MP before you sue. All right, Chairman Azoka, I want to good evening to my I have 2 lawyers. Two lawyers, very, very good lawyers. Nana minim say Ninja. So my lawyer, he's called Ninja lawyer, one of the best lawyers in Ghana. You've heard Ninja. And the second lawyer, no, also you've heard Ninja 2. I honestly Ninja 2. But Ninja 1 just texted me happy birthday. Thank you very much to Ninja 1. Thank you very much to Ninja 1. Ninja, Ghana, the greatest lawyer, I was texting me happy birthday. Thank you very much, Ninja 1. One of the best ninjas in Ghana, best brains. I Ubia all love law Ubia or Ghana. Be say there's only one intelligent lawyer. It's a nyansa padia the whole Ghana. Your 2 lawyers, of Ghana, very very smart lawyers. The 1 and the 2. Only a hard guy. Good evening and thank you very much, Council. I will link up very soon. Now, Asamna Dawson. Okay. All right. Again, of course, let me say hello to 1 or 2 people. Never sure. So about exactly 8:43, and in Samna Dawson. Now, let me be clear. We are going to deal with 2 things, and we are going to deal with 2 things. First one, Yakutia, and a second one, we are going to address the former Chief Justice Torkornoo, and there are some people who are making some statements. We need to correct them and place them where they are, because would say. A crony at Timono, we are penny or said Ubumau. Now, we are penny, that's why I say you are going to be a sycophant. We have to try and let the younger generation know, they need to look at you and start asking you questions. And we have 2 main things to discuss tonight. And the first one, Ayakwitia. The second one is got to do with Madam Torkornoo Yapamono as a judge and Yapamono as a chief justice. There are some people right now, they are trying to please some group of people in Ghana by trying to act as if, say, they are the most holiest. They are the most intelligent people. The sense of entitlement, they are walking around with, we need to break down their ego for people to know the kind of people they are. And I'll be addressing 2 very important things. And it's got to do with CJ and the person I'll be addressing, a former Chief Justice, Madam Sophia Ekufu. I will address her and I'll address her cleanly. And also, I will take care of a Akwitia issue. These are things we need to do because Yan Yenintina Obi to say Ekufu be the president. Yan correct it in peniphobi. Antony Ekufuado, etumi da Ghana for ebedru ha ebedi president, and we all know what Ekufuado has done, what Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Brani Champomo, what they have put us through. Until we are not also going to open another door. Some people will feel too entitled. They feel so entitled to be lying through their teeth in the name of we are old, in the name of we used to serve, in the name of they want to please their own people. We are not going to do that. We are not going to insult anybody, but we are going to let people know who and the sycophants they are living with us. We need to start separating the sycophants from real statesmen. And that is what we will do tonight. Meeting Eddie Kevin Kobedu Taylor, let me say hello to Daria watching me tonight on YouTube. Thank you very much, Daria. Emily Nola is also live here. Cindy Esnam is live on YouTube tonight. Kukubela is also watching me this evening. Thelma Tete is live on Loud Talents TV, Facebook, and Melda Nazar watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team right now on Facebook. Fao is watching me. Ogatu T is live on Facebook, on YouTube. Richard Bauer is live on YouTube tonight. Samuel Nikwe is live on YouTube this evening. Ike Benny watching me tonight. Ogatu T, Joshua, Matilda, Tina. Also, I can see Yahya Muhammad, Samuel Senior on Facebook. I'm seeing Becky on Facebook. Also, Faustina. I'm also seeing Raina. I'm seeing so many people on Facebook tonight. I really appreciate the platform is blazing across the world on all platforms. We are live. Thank you very much. Mama yam fanshisha so ansani started Jumadi. Now, before I started Jumadi, Mama for 2 minutes. Enye Jumawi. Very important. Say they be adiwe ansani started Jumadi. Yeah. Remember a year a brand here we team. You actually sent me. Besides, you sent me the. Oh, I forgot. Okay, but still, I can put these 3 guys there. These are the 3 criminals. Omuka say Omubeku president Mahama and we cannot forget these people. They will be in our history books till say Ghana. Say Obama, Giraffe no, and again and Nufugun Kentemuno. These are the 3 criminals. Abiel. Say Obama and guy now I say Frupon Koromofreno, Dieno, or Chinam Bidio Post and Babetro. These are criminals. These are dangerous criminals. They have intentions of killing human beings. They have intentions of murdering the president and the wife. These are MPP boys and girls. Baby be very careful. How many police court is here? These are people who are not supposed to live amongst us. They are dangerous characters. These are people, technically, they are assassins. They plotted, they have intentions, they have every reason to kill the president and the wife. So these 3 people, we need to remind them or remind the world every day the kind of people we are living with. And remember, these people, when they were arrested, Mahamudu Bawumia and his wife, Semere, the Chad, Fulani girl, no, Semere and Bawumia took out money to go bail these criminals. We cannot forget that the people who are basically supporting them and endorsing their actions, Mahamudu Bawumia and the MPP. Do not forget that. So every day, no matter how we, it's part of our show. More individual posters, but I think say time call my team they sent it to the system. But Ochinano, I'll bring the individual posters. These people. So I get on your friend there and there Yaira Abil Nenufu. Unwa se gukentemu. Ne won tan. On any oyesa am you trying to nine girl with your friend Yaya Abil. The subain tin odi twa ne maame nan and then maame you twa the 9 and ba me da dem because it is a maame ni wu a e yo no a girl we ono ni subain. Oh yes, ono ni subain and ama ne maame sebio you twa ne 9 into a dangerous girl. You say or your MPP for women's organizer o baby or your crom 4. You should be very careful about these people. Boy we so shen fifi no why say fruit ponko ne hon kasa say ono so or another dangerous human being. Unu anajofa. You're very careful. Jina baby ye nepe bibi kuta because or you're dangerous or intentions so be kunipa into una najo 11, 10, 8. Anytime be adia sebiano, protect yourself because or you're dangerous. Say Obama no mo friend no say Obama no or no so another person. Where we are into oni adia or they be social media actually Ghana for say sa into na sebio MPP for area ko she baby a or mo person di die wu or no and the two ne be seen so anything on the two Facebook no and the police for air nsemu nhwehwemu or no so another dangerous criminal. Be careful about these people. Now this guy too is called Paul Adomotri. Per the special prosecutor's statement, this guy is a political criminal who is under investigation. Per the special prosecutor's statement, Paul Adomotri served in Akufo-Addo's government. He was the board chair of Ghana Airport Company. The special prosecutor opened investigations into this guy. Per his statement, Paul Adomotri is a political criminal. This guy is very dangerous. Himself, his wife, this is a guy who can lie for them to kill you. So baby abehu Paul Adomotri, I do not see him as a regular human being like that. Or a criminal. He's under investigations per the special prosecutor's statement. In the special prosecutor we are seeing now, it is now known that Paul Adomotri is a political criminal who is under investigations in Ghana, and nobody should associate themselves with this criminal. He is a very good actor. He is a sycophant, a very diabolic, slimy, dangerous, filthy, dirty individual who can say anything all because of money. So do not underestimate Paul Adamotri, who is a political criminal per the special prosecutor's statement. Into that's Paul Adamotri, another dangerous criminal in Ghana who is under investigations by the special prosecutor. Do not forget Paul Adamotri. If you want to know about Paul Adamotri, these are the things that we will use to remember Paul Adamotri. We can never forget Paul Adamotri because of his filthy lifestyle.
Okay, so where do we go? Roller coaster. Okay, so where do we go? Roller coaster.
Okay. This looks good. Me too, sorry.
Croydon, South. So that is Paul Adamotri. Ghana Airport sikanan. It could be say ebi and another boy jantra no e Germany a yehu ni nyina no. Enti unhu Paul Adamotri or a very dirty, filthy, stinking, slimy individual. You cannot underestimate Paul Adamotri. He's a liar and a thief. His pastor is Mensa Otabil. They are the same. Now, let me show you the next criminal on our radar. This guy is called Williams Anefi Sapon, another dangerous criminal, El Capitano, when it comes to armed robbery in Ghana. His name is Williams Anefi Sapon. He is an armed robber. Anywhere you see this guy, be very careful, stay back, and stand by. He can do anything, anytime. His name is Williams Anefi Sapon. He's an armed robber and an internet fraudster. This is not a guy you can underestimate. This guy is a thief. He basically wanted to use the president's name to commit some crazy fraud. He says he's into gold, zouk, or whatever nonsense. He's a liar. Do not entertain this criminal. His name is Williams Anefi Sapon. This guy, his team, his mom, his dad, they are part of his criminal cartel. This is his father. Ni papa so your kromfo. Or ni papa we netina dem ehhehye ho na omo bonko fo apo. Williams Anefi Sapon papa nie ono say another very serious criminal. You cannot underestimate ne papa. Ne maame ensu nie your friend no Williams Anefi Sapon maame ono say kromfo techi amoaboatema. Papa no ye kromfo techi amoaboaten. Ena maame we ye kromfo techi amoaboatema. Like father, like son, like mother. Enti maame we so ye kromfo a ne ba no ko wie sika ne ba pe na oma gi sika ne gudem na afi oma start at the armed robbers tatao. This woman is also part of Williams Anefi Sapon, the criminal deals, no. This is his face again. His name is Williams Anefi Sapon. Be careful. He's walking around the nation saying so a Dr. Oboa. Williams Anefi Sapon is a criminal. Do not forget this. Now, mama yemfa jumadi ni enhyeso. 42 years. Ediana esia mente ya nipa bi edidi matama Kevin Taylor de yempe asem na wo mpem asem afa me ho wo bowdam na wo mpem asem a wo mpem asem ntide de besi egigim MPP fo nyina hwe me na hefa na obekwa akohwe o kwan sala na ndwie akoda esia wo kwan ndi na akohwe sala na ndwie mu Uma me your mother moo into a blocking in bakoro hello moo sala na ndwie moo wesia azoka see your mother with do mama tell said you hinu matem your mother moo odan. All right, let's take our business now. Akwetia a year elections no and the by election na ye nyina ye waiting for a peaceful by election no. And I can tell you on authority that the Ghana Police Service, they have shown professionalism. The IGP, credit to him, he has done a marvelous job. He has protected citizens of the Republic of Ghana, and that was our priority. And I say the protection of the citizenry, is the most important thing. Elections come, election goes, but when it comes to the people, protection and the paramount, and then the idea here Ghana for. And the IGP today, I can tell you, he has passed with flying colors. He has made a 99.9% percentage, and the ejuma okodi, there were a little bit of some small, hiccups. Some, the such amount for him, and the normal election. But it's normal. But we did not see the Ayawaso West Wagon action some near Bogana photo. We did not see the election 2020. Ekufuado Baumia, Kennedy Japan, Brandy Champo Musma, Am Roberts, Ebo Ghana photo. We didn't see anything like that. No life was lost. In fact, we didn't even record any casualty. It's normal. Right now, I can say that the IGP has done a good job. The CID boss, the hierarchy when it comes to the Ghana Police Service, credit to them, they have done marvelous job. In fact, I'm a Ghana for some kind of confidence to be say election be about. We are not supposed to be scared because the police will make sure a peace, it is actually maintained. Our election ground to be a Ghana. Now, the good news is lawyer Bernard Bediakon or contested or election with more Akwitia constituency. Lawyer Bernard Bediakon is the winner of that election, and right now, Ghana for now this election, it should tell you and I say the new Ghana is ready to accept nokre. The new Ghana is ready to only listen to politicians who basically are realistic and tell them the truth. Because Ghana for say the politics na men na nani friend say if you we na me free de danko abuzia dombo de sa de enye dwuma biem. Because enkwara na omabande no enya una nantoko bi okokun ne fa ne ho enkwara na omabande no enya osewa ntoko bi onana bi hin bi na odi ene nkwasea ebusu ntoko bi ene fa ne ho enkwara na omabande no opese ohun se ade na wo ye no mana brabo eye easy mano otamfo na opese oto ade a eye easy mano so okona so kopa adwuma obenya adwuma na ye otu kwan a also ohun se eye ewiem na ofa kora e safe. Assassin offer is safe, security intact. Send your bema abrabo easier man. The young generation today don't care about onana. Be a quarter £700. They quote party. Any entombia obo, any ebusebia ufrimno. They don't give a heck about those nonsense. Now the NDC over the years and recently they are beginning to understand the modern kind of politics, and the modern kind of politics is basically being truthful. Now, say politics na abano. So the no cre eka message you will rule forever. That is how modern day politics is. The reason is that people have access to information. In 1996, Anakufo eba started try on throw to JJ Rawlings so be winning 2000 elections, 1999 elections. No, you need to understand the say. Sa time we didn't have access to information. That was the time Obia to me ba oseme kwa abrochire me kosua ade and otena radio so TV so 2001 2002 2008 2012 we did not have access to fact check people, and most of the people are not TV so near radio so who were contributing, who were seen as intellectuals, majority of them were liars, thieves, criminals who had stayed outside the country. They came to Ghana, rebranded themselves and started lying to us. Because we did not have access to information, because we could not fact check them, because we could not go behind them to know what they used to do before they were speaking to us. We allowed them to go through the cracks. Now, the young Ghanaian Ote Akwitiano can sit and analyze and know every single thing happening around the nation. And Tisawa Junior will say, you can go into a constituency and lie and try to make them think, say, when I will free a crown a buy into the Nyansa China, I bet you also wait Jimmy. Because Otia Kra and just on the Nyansa will be Otia Kutia. So what in Kraya, it does not mean it says a bino area BB on Kraya, Nipana Otia Kutiano, that person will not know what is actually happening. So Abino is not delivering a Nipana Wakutiano Behu. So Abino Ediatra, Nipana Otia Kutiano Obehu. So Abino Enyo Mebia, Nipana Wakutiano Behu. And Tanya will also free crying. Ebeka Chad say, Aban Yese, Sawu Chatra, Obehu Sawu Chatro. And that is the distinction, the difference, and the Akwitia election. The seat is an MPP seat. In fact, it's a swing state, and I say a swing constituency. Eko NDC naba MPP. Eko NDC naba MPP. But you see, the MPP no create impression be to Ghana for trim say 9 months here NDC ba power no. Every single Ghanaian is angry with NDC. And that whatever the NDC is doing, all the mess they created now, NDC is trying to correct. Ghana for huye, Ghana for nuomo. Akwetia has spoken, and it's not just speaking. Akwetia have made an emphatic statement, and that emphatic statement is that numbers now NDC in 2024, MPP in 2024. No, today when you look at the raw numbers, it should tell you something as a politician or a political party. Now, let me show you something here. These are the numbers at the end of the elections, and these are provisional, but probability say this is what is the numbers are urban final in the NDA. Now, Mr. P, Mr. S, are we good with these numbers? Team, did you update these numbers? Okay, we stick to this. Now, in 2024 elections, numbers na NDC, enyaye, any MPP nyaye no. Senka Ghana for at this point, someone lose hope, and I say, these numbers you are seeing on the screen, and now in 2024, NDC 4 numbers and there, Mr. Get me the correct figures. Send a beya Obintina baby and can't say Kevin Taylor Eddie B. Because I know for a fact to say in 2024. NDC numbers a change, NPP numbers a change. In 2024 numbers are NDC nyano a change. In 2025 numbers are NDC nyano a change. In 2024 numbers are MPP nyano a change. In 2025 numbers na NPP nyano a change. So the question is, why are we seeing changes in the numbers? And you see, there's something called a year margin of error. Obu oha unya 4,200. ABS ako to aba no enya 4,000 a year 198 and now 4,780 and now 4,890. That one no, if you don't get exactly 4,200, it means say there is a margin of error. And no, so when you exactly we understand because it's arithmetic, it's math, it's people factor somebody can change their mind. Some things can also happen for somebody not to vote. People can die. On the day of election, Abano will not be counted. There's always margin of error. But the moment a margin of error, na a clear cut gap, a pure clear deficit. Then if you're a political party, then you have to start asking yourself some simple questions. Now, and after the elections, and so far provisional results, this is what we are seeing. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing in this in. Let me put this on the screen. My team just brought me the 2024 numbers. Thank you very much, team. Now, these are the 2024 numbers. My member for 2025 numbers into a year by election. Now, member for 2024 no emum enter the side. Now, look at the numbers. 2024 is on my right, and at 2025 on my left. Now, look at the numbers very well. In 2024. And as Kumia representing NPP no, onya 19,269, representing 52.83%. Henry Yadom Boache or representing NDC in 2024 no, he made 17,206. In to say basically, if you want to round it up, a little over 2,000 votes. And I say, let's say 2,000 difference. And I'm in 2024 no. In 2024 no, NPP won the election with 2,000 vote difference. Now see what has happened in 2025. And it's just 9 months. NDC bar power. Just 9 months. And remember, the seat, no, Akwetia seat, no, a swing seat, and your party be adia. Now, for a constituency to give you vote, and in less than 9 months or less than a year, when we go into another election, that's a way to make those numbers. Now we have a very serious shift in your numbers, sir. It should tell you something, say, that party now you are dropping or losing, no, that party is going into exile. There's something about that party. They have had enough and they don't want to be associated with a party. Obviously, by elections, you don't normally get a turnout like general elections. But the turnout basically is measured in this on the same scale, because two political parties and almost are about the same location to meet the same people, tell the same people their story, and to get their vote. You cannot blame low turnout on anything. All that you have to do is look at the numbers. Now, in 2025 by election today, NDC MPP now onya 19,269 with NS Kumino. Oma field Solomon, de Esumedu, Solo Gala, and the solo at the numbers free 19,000, drew 15,200. It was 19,269, or they free 19,269, and they do 15,269. So let's take the 200 off. That means to say we 4,000 votes, 4,000 votes. MPP for Motoma, MPP in 2024, just 8 months ago, no, 4,000 votes gone. Remember, Sanka MP or MPP ni nanka where we are. May his soul rest in peace. Or at least I was a sympathy vote kakra play a role in this. And to say, I can say, the sympathy vote to the crampo kasolo hua, meaning 4,000 no crampo na a free suno, or the sympathy vote crampo could do 15,000. The MPP in 8 months, they have lost 4,000 votes in one constituency, which they held, which was their constituency, or which their MP was in charge. Now, the NDC, on the other hand, they made 17,206. Now, the NDC has jumped from a year 17,206 to 18,177, meaning the NDC in 8 months, they have taken 1,000 votes, and almost they come with votes on the same constituency. NPP lost 4,000 votes, and the NDC gained 1,000 votes. It is the NPP for TV, so radio, so now omucha and trust Ghana for koto aba na aba no mokoto ye no omo nu omo ho a they are lying to their base. And in the bia metana na meka che Ghana for say the NPP as a political party no a killing and lying machine. The party egu, but omo said the followers of the party no do in go school. The foolish masses are the people who follow the NPP, and they are not willing to tell the people the truth, the status of the party. The NPP as a political party is not even attractive to even the worst thing on this planet. This should tell you something. It should go down for you to understand the say Ghanaians are ready to listen to politicians who are truthful. Politicians who are truthful. Now, social dynamics now. With all due respect to Akutia for, Obi will tell baby I can say, oh, Akutia they say you crassy. Akutia you crassy. So Akutia inside now checking numbers now na. Even the Akutia constituency and Akutia constituency no. Baby I want to say a year crassy from maybe a Wenchi and Akutia Kronan Kasemuno. Even the remote areas of Akutiano, NDC picked all the votes. Ask yourself why. It is because the people down there, no, MPP for just being crassy for, but they have forgotten say the people are they are more enlightened because right now, no, Atrona MPPD, you know, people now are looking for the truth. So when you go and you tell them the truth, now Omanka say you fact check, you know, who say Adeno moko check no no kra na woka kire mo a na omo de mo aban e ba 2017 aban to 2024 aban etoto aban we 88 months per ho a they will see clearly said there's a big difference between the NDC and the MPP. Into even when you go to Akutia in Krasipa, with all due respect to them, and yes, me bo munintia ufri Akutia krom ana ufri sa wenchi baby ehunu say bia ehode de city kakra no so uko inkurase pa NDC took all the votes from there busa anwo dentra because the NDC went in there and told them say this is the NDC, this is what we represent, this is what we have done, this is our track record, look at this, believe in it and vote for us, and believe say we will continue what we have done before. And that is the modern day politics, which the NPP still, they don't want to accept to say, this kind of politics is what the young Ghanaian, the new Ghanaian understands. Now, the reality in this is that the political party at the 8 months, a flip it, a change votes over 1,000 minds, 8 months. It me ra constituency. It me esa a change 1,000 minds, close to 2,000 people to vote for them, it means to say that political party is doing something unique. It means say that belief na nipa na mo krum no ewo sa political party no, it is not what a joke. Now let me tell you this. For the past 8 years, Andre China make catch them say the horror and what we call the trauma NPP at the Ghana for fame. We are still in that trauma. We are not out yet. It is becoming difficult for some of us at Ghana for to entirely trust a politician when they are speaking to us. It is all because of what Bawumia, Ekufuado, Brandy Champon, Kennedy Japan, Sanko for for 8 years. We lived with lies. At a point, we could not differentiate between a lying politician and a politician who speaks the truth. It becomes so difficult for us to trust the word of a politician. Indeed, we lived through that moment till now. Ghanaians are now beginning to get out of that shell. They are now beginning to believe and trust politicians and policies into a gradual process. And the moment people start to believe in policies, in politicians, in their statements, you will see says slowly the NPP, it will be nullified. And every single day, the NPP as a political party, it breaks down. It breaks down because the leadership of the party is made up of weak-minded, foolish individuals. The Ghanaian voter, the citizenry, they have matured in the way they think when it comes to politics, policies, politician statements, and how they will consume those information. The NPP is still stuck in that 1992 Jandam propaganda, Ebusiang Tokwa, a year, and in Kwasiadia politics. Those things don't work. Those things don't work. When a party comes into office, last no bika, on a normal day, this is my platform. After the NDC won elections, my numbers on YouTube, on Facebook, on TV, my numbers were supposed to drop automatically. Yeah. And that is how it is. It's a natural thing. The moment you win power, the moment you become the leader, the moment you are in charge, people try to find other means to try and do what? Oppose your opinion. Try other means to try and do what? Chase you, because now you have the power. People will have to now come after you. So automatically or naturally, my numbers on YouTube was not even supposed to be 2,000. My numbers on Facebook was not even supposed to be 500. On TV, it's not even supposed to have more than 4 million eyeballs every night. But do you know why I still control, or this platform still control the numbers? As I watch, it's like 10,600 live on YouTube watching me. Eyeballs, only YouTube. When you go on Facebook, it is solid on TV. The reason is simple. It is because it is the consistency. The moment you stick to and you are consistent, it does not matter whether you bring a government to power or not, you will still have the listenership and the viewership, because it is the authenticity of the statement you put out there. And that is what the NDC has been doing, or they have been doing over the years. The NDC have been consistent. The NDC is a political party, obviously. The NDC is in Ghana, it's in government. It's a political party that has formed a government. They are not going to be perfect. But majority of the time, they have made the Ghanaian voter now, I respect your opinion. I respect your hardship. I respect what you are going through. If I can do everything for you today, I will do it. But the issue is, I cannot do everything for you today. I can gradually build you if you are willing to also cooperate with me to build where you are, or the nation, or whatever you want this nation to be. Into progressively, you can see, say, the NDC along the way, they are taking the people along. Let us build together. We cannot build this country in a day. We cannot use lies to build this country. We cannot create figures. We cannot create some heaven which does not exist. We should live through the hard times and enjoy the good times. We should be realistic enough for the people to know, say, Abain power, things will not change in 6 months. Abain will have to deal with the mess that has been created, and then through that, Abain tries to find opportunities, create opportunities for people who also voted for them. Because the vote na NDC and the vote na NDC and the Wakutiano, it shows to say that people still have that faith and belief in the government, in the vision of the NDC. They have come to accept to say, so how can credit I will also help you build this nation. And that is what the Akwetia people, that is the decision they took today. Akwetia and Konfone say, we want you to be realistic with us. We want you to be straightforward with us. We want you to tell us the truth. So we are Sankwadia, you're the 2 minute bemau. But we don't like the Baumia kind of governance. We don't like the Kennedy Japan kind of governance. We don't like the Brandy Champon kind of governance. The Ekufuado the Leput kind of governance whereby everything is cooked, everything is rosary. But when you go deep down, the economy is struggling. We cannot even get jobs. Nothing works. Nepotism took over the country. And yet the corruption was something you cannot talk about. We saw people intimidate, kill. Election day, the constitution was banned. Every single thing did not work in the country. Right now, people are moving in this country freely. They feel confident in their own skin. They have belief in the police. They have belief in the government. They respect the president. They believe the party in power. When they are voting for the NDC, they are confident enough because there are a few things that will give them that confidence to say, wait there, metomana on me bomituo. Wait there, metomana on kofa oforiata biniga before being medadame. Where the metumana uncle for chairman untumia or your regional chairman Kate Jemfu or women's organizer national and by galam say me say yensu where would the metuma at least on kind of crash them yesika someone mobeka dollar no emu ya di ombeka say juma where money conform metuma jomedi. That is the difference between the NPP and the NDC. That is why today we saw these numbers on our screens. That is why today we saw these, because some numbers way it's reflecting how Ghanaians. Akwetia is a sample of Ghana. Akwetia election we no a sample. Ye Ghana in 16 regions no, and ye one constituency and ye tests. Et to say ye be ye koye ye test e pese hu sibia Ghana in adwene. Enti Akwetia is the first sample aye teki. Senka ye gold dealers and asa ye small scale miners aye register. Say ye ko asase bi so a na se yekobo tester ye pese wu se gold na wo no ye benya dodo se na benya dodo se ya. When we go there to do that, your friend is sampling. You be two ahwiane bi. Na ye de akọ a lab, ni akotwa so. De benya wo saa ahwiane ebetu no, ene ye de be determine gold dodo a wo saa asase so. It is saa sample no maye nde no. It is showing said the NDC is a formidable party. It is ready and the people are willing to govern Ghana with them. Okay? I mean, can be Vincho as a young Ghanaian. And I want to send this message to Mr. The candidate I will be Ewa Akwetia. It's a simple message. Whatever you told the people of Akwetia, you need to deliver. And then who video be, and let me play this video. And before video we are make sure I DB. Listen to this video very well. So you see, and I don't blame these ladies. So now they see to say, this is what has to happen before we can go and exercise our rights. Now, when did this start? And with all due respect, ladies, your Makaso TV, so work with you. When you sure say majority will do 30 years. I am sure say from 2017, I could afford about power. No, now some of them were maybe less than 18 years. When you sure say I'm about 30 years. So in a space of 8 years, the NPP as a political party, they basically indoctrinated Ghana and Kasa, the young people under to NPP, they changed this country's elections into a monitocracy election. Nanado Dankwe Kufuado Bawumia regime, Kennedy Japan Brandy Champon, the way I almost say Ghana elections, and man nipa enya believe our politicians. And what they did in power, and then now people feel bold to look into the camera and say, pay me money before I vote. Before Ekufuado and Bawumia came into office, I will not sit here and pretend to say, nah, your politics sickening. But hardly do you see people boldly sit on national television or on TV to say, yeah, dear, yeah, the sikana atiti yo, omudi asheye, so when tuya yento. It is from 2017, 2020, 2024, the way the NPP infused money into our politics. And that monetocracy has dissolved a lot of minds. I say Ajini Bebre. Until right now, no, it is going to take us some time for Ghanaians and as a Ghana for to understand say abab ebasa yetua. It is not about the 200 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana, 800 Ghana you get today, but it's about abana wotono and one sanso. Because you see, the reason why Tomokas say when you say Oma Paba, the kind of lies politicians are catching. So all that the politicians and I'm going to be specific. MPP4 from 1996, they have never had a message. It's a good for the mobile power, no, because Bawumia is a liar. Kennedy Japan is a liar. Brian Champon is a liar. MPP because they did not have any message for Ghana for no. All that they did in the 8 years was to keep feeding people with bribes, money. And you could see that from 2020, Ghanaians under Ekufuado and Bawumiano, people did not really care about the message. People did not really care about who this politician is, what he represents, what he can do, the belief in the party and the government in power. What people cared about was that give me money and I'll give you votes. Now, and no MPP for etumide kata omoboneso. It is also election 2020. The MPP lost the elections. Majority of the people come to Obama MPP in 2020. No, you could see said they didn't vote because of a message. They didn't vote because of performance. They voted because somebody told them say form of Fonana. And when the person was coming to tell them form of Fonana or the Sikanema omo, into that these people were not asking adana wunye juma maha, adana wunsi school, adana agenda 111 one year, okay so be create juma, okay so be see 350 senior high schools. Okay say the people refused to ask those questions because Sikaneba even though they knew their problems, they ignored their problems. Into for 8 years, the people knew their problems, but MPP always found a way to use money to cover up their problems. And it's not ending. I bet at this point, we need to let the people know, say, it is your vote that can, at the end of the day, solve your problems. It is a way to me and Tuabano. It's going to be tough for you because nobody in this government, in this NDC government, is going to come lie to you that Jessica Neko Tuaba Abra Oniuso on to me the onion mouth. I'm saying this because something has happened, Akwitia, and I want to tell Akwitia for say, me as Kevin Taylor, I really respect the decision they've made today. And me follow election very well. Joy News, CV3, all platforms. I was monitoring. And what I was looking out for is that I wanted to hear the people, almost concerns, if they still have belief in politicians. And one thing I came across a lot, Joy News 4, TV3 4, all the TV stations were at Akwitiano. The people don't really have a problem. The people believe in this government. But the people need something that will cement their decision of trusting the NDC. Akwetia for Imebru no Mohono. When they look at MPP ni NDC, almost some belief we John Mahama ni NDC. They believe say the two parties, say omobe better obako so pass 1 to 10, omobe to bomb crave 2%. Omunim say NDC ne beye. But you see, they have gone through a regime. Ama abe difficult for them to sit and actually say, I believe in this party. I believe in this government. They are trying to believe. Aba we no moto eye ababia omudi free some special parts e wo makumem. And it is obia, it is obi opeso sakra. Obia opese o sakra na oja nyoma bi o ye no kodi nyame echi. Enya one day no the sakra. It takes them time. Se sofu kura jira de nim ka chen say ende ya bo wesu. Na what sa obra okra na waje nkwa ye Yesu. Wa sakra mum, but there are 1 or 2 things bi o na na kuma da hukutem. And the people of Akwitia and generally the people of Ghana, majority of them, that is how they feel today. The enthusiasm they still believe in it. They still believe in the decision that John Mahama take and the aban way. They need that confirmation that will convince them, say, Abana Yatono for the next 42 years, if we decide to stick to this party and this government, they will actually deliver. And no more share. I got that piece. There's a small piece there the people are waiting for. And the NDC is not supposed to take those things for granted. Now, a woman said, Mr. Lawyer Bernard Bediakun, where we need sit, congratulations. You worked so hard. I listened to you. You are a matured politician. About when solo, no kasa, any solo no kasa, you can see the gap is wide. Your maturity, your composure, how you are able to bring even people who are not NDC on board to listen to you. You have shown to say, oh ya kwetinia, when ya tia, when ye bia, unyiwa kwetia opesa obua omain. The support you needed from the party, you got it. Every member who matters in your party, they did their best to come to Akwetia to support you. Tanko, Bandi, Yamin, General Secretary, Party Chairman, all the people who matter. Jakpa Kura was there. Jakpa was in the forest. He was maintaining the peace. My own Jakpa the lion, Jakpa the originator, Jakpa the James Bond was there. It means the party did its part. And you as a candidate, you sold yourself well. You composed yourself well. The composure was good. There were a lot of people who were trying to take you off your feet for you to make reckless statements and act in a certain way. They could get some things on you to use. But in all, you were still very composed. And I really respect that. I hope in your political career, you carry on like this. But there's something I want to tell you. In the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, myself and my team, we will send correspondents to Akwetia. Ekwaina wode wonsaka no complete it. That is the only thing that will make the young people in Akwetia believe in the word of the NDC and you as an MP. Ekwaina wode wonsaka wa Akwetia. Make sure, and I'm going to say this today. I am going to say this. If you fail to complete Ekwaina was starting Akwetia, I will put myself on the line and make sure the next elections you lose. What do you want to say? What's your mobile? Those machines on the road, they need to be there. They need to be working. You need to get those roads fixed. Do not think of, say, after today, tomorrow, you are going to move those machines from Akwetia. Before some machines in the Akwetia no, na Akwetia for kwaina modemonsaka no. I don't care where you and your government, you are going to get money to fix it. Sankamuni sika modebe yanka monfam sanka. So I am promising you, if you fail as the parliamentary candidate of Akwetia, if you fail to complete Ekwaina ewa Akwetia na modemonsaka na, I swear to God, we will use this same platform to make sure you lose the next elections. Come out.
Is also here, Stephen Atuguba, who was actually moving away with his convoy from the polling center here, and I'll also be engaging him as well. A lot of the constituents here saying that the construction is ongoing for the NDC to gain some political points as far as the by-election is concerned. How do you react to this as a member of the National Democratic Congress, and do you agree with what they are saying?
I'm a member of the National Liberation Congress.
We're talking about the NDC. We are not talking about the Liberation Congress here, so I will let that slide. But at least we have an idea. We have an idea. I am pleading with the NDC and the new elected member of parliament for Akwetia, Lawyer Bernard Bediakun. Akwetia for a special place to be mound. Now, almost every right to vote for NPP Nino. Because not NPP Nino Tiakunyano so. But for some reason, they saw something in you. They believed in your word and they believed in the NDC as a political party. And they believe in John Mahama and the government. That Equina would on Sakano. We don't want to see say Ochina chi sa excavators no sa machines na esi akwetia kwan so no omo nyina san mo chefri ho. If we get to know, you will not be a happy man as an MP. I'm telling you. And if you fail, I am not going to ask your party. I am not going to ask your government. This is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to get the road done. Because, and there, young people at Akwetia, some young men, they were straightforward. Almost say, in Kofa almost Akwetia bebre. But the other one saka baby awa yena kodu no omunim say omu believe say ubetumi aye. Enti at least the nkofo be ye ebu oma bemu no and the wo ye kura no omu say you can do this. So I am telling you, the young people now, omu sorry anopa, with all due respect, ebi wo kura no omu nye adwuma nyeye. Obu wo kura ondidi ye. Obu wo kura no odim how far the whole day, but on your time ko di line mu eto abama because when we say ekwan no, at least the ohuno, it is better than what some people started. And until this road is done, completed, I am never going to stop mentioning your name on my platform. I'm giving you 2 weeks. We will come back to Akwetia. We will come and survey the road. We will come and see work done. We will come and see baby awaye edwuma do. Na ye kodru na ye babehwe. Na we yi machines na free kwan so a. From that day, remember, we will make sure you lose the seat come 2028. Me, I don't mince words. The people, they have voted for you because you have started something. Complete it. I am not going to show you where to go find funds. Senka unya sika mfanya kwaina, anka you will not put excavator on it. Mr. Where is that one? Yes. Inti the young people in Akwetiano, omudi hope ni believe bi wo mu. So media, I'll congratulate you. I will tell you I've done a good job. I'm not the type who is going to sit here and say, and this your power. Where we need power. No. I am here for the Akwetia people. I want the NDC to hold on to this seat for years. And it is what you will do from now. And I bet NDC will hold on to this seat for years. I'm giving you 2 weeks. I will come to that constituency. Before I enter the constituency, I will open the phone lines and ask them about the roads. After I open my phone lines and talk to them about the road, now I will send my team to Akwetia. They will come and film. Now me catch row and if you fail to complete the road now we're starting now, me ekobedu, I will make sure you lose the elections. You tell me Akwetia, this is the belief they have in you.
My expectation is I just want to see the lawyer wins. Yeah. Because from the look of things, I can see to it that he's the one who can help us.
If you say help, what do you mean by that?
In this constituency, we don't have any problem with healthcare. And we don't have any problem with education. Yeah, but when we talk about sustainable jobs and infrastructure, something like good roads, as for that side, we lack. Asumedu is a miner, and he's not just a miner. He's a galamsey. He's not a small-scale miner. There's only one small-scale miner in this town. He's not a small-scale miner. And the mining too is killing the youth a lot. But you can see him on the platform advocating for people to vote for him just because he will employ them into the mining. You can ask my brothers right now. Just like somebody was shot at a mining site over here. Just last week, somebody was shot. And we can't count the number of youths that the mining has killed in this constituency. So it's not something that we need to encourage.
But a number of people are also saying that Akwetia is a mining hub, a mining area.
Yeah, Akwetia is a mining hub because of the GCD company. But right now, the GCD company is not working. And it is the Galamsey that has taken over. And the Galamsey too, I don't know if you have gone to the bridge over here. Have you seen what they have done over there? They are destroying the land, they are killing the youth, and they are killing the career of the youth too. Because of the money, the youth too don't want to go to school again. But meanwhile, when you look at things, you can see to it that education is something that can take the youth forward. This mining that they are doing is not sustainable. They just started that mining, and within a month they are done. You see, the land has been.
Member Bian Trankrang just say, I could hear for you, Krasifu. Tonight they are watching me. They are on their phones. They are on their TVs. They are listening. Omunyan Kwasiafu. No crime to my culture say, Uncle February, I could tell Omunimude, Chen Kwasiafu be one kind. I'm being honest with you. We should not underestimate what the people, Omujina Sotuaba, the young people today, Omuni sympathy. When you tell them something, do it. So you, Mr. Bediakon, collaborate or cooperate with your MC to make sure, and I'm not going to blame the MC. This one, it is you I'm going to hold responsible. Because a quite started time I pay by election. I am not going to hold any MC because we don't vote for MC. The MC's face was not on the sheet. But it is your collaboration with the MC never my quite way easy. So you being now elected, you'll be sworn in very soon. Work with your MC and make sure those roads are done. Masa, me pewasem. I like your composure. You're a gentleman. You speak eloquently. Smart. You have shown to say you are matured to go to Parliament. You need to deliver. And you need to fix the roads now. We're starting. Media Mekachro. I am very excited. I am happy for you. I am so excited. Today is my birthday. And one of the greatest birthdays. In fact, I started on a panel idea and said, and I was so winning, and you have won convincingly. I am very excited for you. But the work is about to start. People like us, we are not praise singers. We just don't fall for anything. In politics, I have seen a lot. Me, I don't have a friend in politics. I have people I talk to in politics. No politician is my friend. And if you know some NDC people, you can ask them. If you know some MPP people, you can ask them. Me, politician is not my friend. I talk to politicians, but no politician is my friend. I have nothing for any politician and say, because of you, Wunti. And I say, Wunti. I'm saying, get those roads fixed. Akwetia needs to be for the NDC for the next 42 years. And you have to start that journey. So NDC be keep Akwetia for the next 42 years. It will start with you. Ochina, Nyameboa, make an official statement to Akwetia 4 and let them know, reaffirm, say Equino, you will make sure it is done. Give them your word and deliver. That is the only way that you will enjoy a year or parliamentarian, whatever you are going to be. But Sawanya, you will not be happy. I will not make you happy. I will make sure they vote against you in 2028. It is an open year. With all due respect to you, congratulations. Make sure that Equina must start, you complete it. You are still watching with all this extended version after this short break, You bet some other topics very, very soon. You're live on Loud Silence TV. Gigim, the NDC.
Mapa, Gunim, I don't
right, it's still live on Loud Silence TV. Into a 7-year canon. Now, before I record the next thing, so no, monkey, these are the piglets. MPP in pre-con kitchen. I feel the Omangasa air charge. Monkey MPP for my country said they are piglets.
Citizens of Ghana, we just want the betterment of Akotia.
Oh, Asimedu galamse oye na omudi ni galamse for the dasem kokono ene no mo yehu dide no we baby hair be 30 hwenenim aise de koto bese so ututu wig na hye na aise nkyene boto inkurase for ma Asimedu adwuma be na wo ye okrom ho a ono Asimedu legitimate wohu galamse girlfriends o hwe ba ko jeans cocaine jeans bi hye no aise oton bidie e Uzbekistan Obabesia wakasa ne ho fifire uyi ne ho ntade ne tum fifire ode nam ho ondware o omosa de koda piglets shobenim fia wayi baby hair ensumpo yede afetu ne yi yegu ntire ho ne ho fifire ne ho activator ne ho nyenyenyenyenyenye adaya na nke pese galam se ni ye mpena no ebedi MP ojoin say Jimmy forum di MPP achi o omuto aba omunwene omunim nyansa inketesi amwesi so MPP betena abemu 8 years moy moto inketenkete mukasa kasa nyina mo ho fifire se mo pepa Greece ho ewo United Kingdom abegina ho Asimedu adwuma ben we kreti a mo draws inketenkete fruit of the loom draws se moto a moto dindindin abegina amonti ase mo akotia kuro mo dia because your boy galamse ni Asimedu ama your boy galamse ni adwuma wa ma obi concession enti se sia no ya ma Asimedu mo ko friend no ma chiro mo di nkira mo so betuma chiro di a Asimedu na ma no fia se bucket 32 bucket no mo ko friend Asimedu se o ma chiro myself nkira mo so betumi a adan a Asimedu why galamse ama yenya ho mfaso galamse fo ne yeda enti ye de galamse queens GQ ena mo nanam akwetia ho GQ for where you baby hair o the activator ni you be a bomb asra na oho anwa o che obi a o na wo pra Cinderella dem oho bare se echire asenkre aprenken sma abegina ho ye ntiase ye behwewa sum ena moto na Jimmy obesia ye de ani ate enkwasi asam saa Mr. P. They are too attached to the party. They don't have conscience. Party no mudi achiro. Ena yati girls for Bawumia, boys for Bawumia, girls for Kennedy. And they use almost toilet papers. They are so attached to the party. They don't listen to the facts. They don't listen to aya diebe tuma buomo. Uko bu so say djuma be ne ya an ye de wa unim Asumedi efa me boy ni galamse no me ya a space to space. Ne dross num. Oba be ma fie onko. Omu so waso DSTV a no dam paso emoni angwa na emu ase omo ho sepriki hwehwe omo biem
What do you want to my crony? I'm not what you must say. No more, you never are. What do you never say? Are you all not citizens of Ghana? We just want the government of Apatia.
Because I say, oh, I'm going to take your MPP, the Nyansa. Now, no set is square. Yantias yet, me say, what chili decision so now yina or chain, akoko contra. What decision so now will soon say, Anna yina or chain akoko contra. Shall baby or jinaho on Tiasia, Adaya, I MPP for. Now, we MPP know with Jimmy. They are so attached to their party to the point where. One second. MPP from background makame lips. What do you do much here? Jimmy, no. MPP for girls way. Sense of entitlement. Fruit of the loom girls. Galamsey queens. Here, 2020. I played a video here. The entitlement MPP for. I bit my lip, but we can still do the show, don't worry. The entitlement what MPP for. Share video mokai anti-copy 2020.
And that's right. Not so that is what me mammy gets or Baba gave for you my poor yeah. Mamma need I That's not the Sabia who could not be. Hey, we just have to start to stop what's it. And then you say before. Oh, my son of Bob Walker. Ghana force and I mean someone please. Ghana force oh slap.
Second person Obeka so on your friend anti-copy no. Now the Obeka second muntie ne kasa no. Adan 2020 yakoto abama ankoye MPP mawo anti-copy no nie. Hwe oba yam ni yam sakotre. Obeka say su MPP for anti-copy nie. MPP for anti-copy.
Right. Not so that oh slap. Yeah, that's right. Bible says, you put down for and then you fear for. So
I mean, no Jimmy. Baby, I think I was smart. Not down for any fear for. Niam Sacotre, Anticope, a mumane, mumma, Jimmy. Well, somebody do Kunyay. The way I'm going to avoid they are attached to their flesh party. And it's you so no. Anticope, we're done a new Kunin and Ma Kumasi. Or say SMS 1 kind 2020. You go for the Nimasi into a focal 4 bars. MPs. No swan and no for wouldn't be. We yam Sakota 1. Well, swan at me swan no Anticope in Quasia Ghana.
And that's a right. Not so that I mean someone please. Ghana for all trouble. Bible says, you put down for I didn't fear for. Sure, you put down for I didn't fear for. MPs, and never my and I'm for you. Nana, don't show what's it. MPP, not share secretaries. Let me watch you. What do you want to be? MPP, just secretaries. Not show what's it. Try it out. You better put it in fear for. MP say, your messenger would come by and nano. You're the boss say, you're the 24 anyhow. Your messenger, I'm saying about to set and browse. Shwana Kaya, you're the messenger can be a crack. Or so you put out food in the fear for. It's assassin and not about time. About time, boy, you're saying that you want to show what's it. You're saying that you want to show what's it. It's assassin and not about you make my wanted it. You make show day. Never put my no what's it. You make my what's it. Let's about about me. Something about me. First lady. You make what show what's it. I mean, some Bible says, you put down for I didn't fear for. Sure, you put down for I didn't fear for. MPs, and never my son and not for you. Nana, don't show what's it. MPP, not secretaries. Let me watch what's it. MPP, just secretaries. Not show what's it. Try it out. You better put it in fear for. MP say, your messenger would come by and nano. You're the boss.
Nipo mo Jimmy Power we has the MP before. Mami from pay for mutu nyina fu junior. I saw mama ewu adhen a asebesi MPP. We suan Anticope, hwe ne yam, hwe na ne tikiti se big pen. Wa bodu kumane sane, we suan adentra asebesi won gran MPP mu. We mu na ono mbetechire man no, omwe Jimmy. Anticope, on ne bodu kuno, Cope. We swam and yam, the hunter, say a coup for the dollar. Jimmy, with Jimmy, Utu for ye. I might tell it to Mumwa, we are my ultimate phone san come, or to pledge with Jimmy, and that is what is happening to our Aquitia. When your quotation, you know, the better than Jimmy, who I did about quite dangerous, or be a Jimmy, no in by boom, a dangerous thing. I did about quite a who we are see. Say MPP ni awe Jimmy a osanim Bible mu de bia meka me say se bi oso okoto MPP ni na so okoto asantini a oye MPP ni a na okoto wo wa mantam wo won ne jai asantini na asantini ni ndili so okoto cobra waso ne ni obeka wakum na hu asantini oye MPP ni a asantini oye MPP ni no problem ukohia asantini oye MPP ni a ani cobra wo wure ma mantam asantini ni boduam na ni cobra ne nko na sa asantini no ujai na sa asantini MPP ni no obi a we Jimmy a osani Bible mu ni Jimmy ni no the Bible justify the Jimmy no eye den na maame panyini a wawo afa ho afa oba na wakogina station waboduku esuma wuyam a trase kotra wanwa Anticope tese omwe Jimmy
adasa right na sha is wo ho before no, I'm not going to put more. None of us and I mean some MPs. Ghana for say, Yami, on Slam. Bible says, Bible says, you put down for I didn't fear for. So I said, you Bible says, you Bible says, you put down for I didn't
fear for. Anyway, 2020 time I'm to about Parliament omu Alban Bagben no. And I'm where video yo. Antiko pedo no. Jimmy. Jimmy Taba MPP. Emotions no me bibia o. Where video 2020 time I'm to about Parliament na. To about MPP for be to Obama Alban Bagben as Speaker of Parliament no. And I'm begina ko 4 bars home. Ebe because almost swab mungu bars we ban crying. Say ebe be a poor and what ye be Speaker of Parliament. And I got to about the na NPP for be etoma Alban Bagben ebe speaker no eno no mko no Accra station no cycle we suma de the papa wu adan ya got to about my NPP for atoma Alban Bagben 2020 abe speaker of Parliament di on tiase ko pe atichiri duku esu etwa adwo ne dross mu nyina 4 me say ahwini aguna se esane abegu ne na ho kyese wa fon we sua ushe emotion na odi suna hwe adire tare chiro
right no so that is what happens Ghana for say Yami on Slam Bible says, you put down for I didn't fear for. So I said, you put down for I didn't fear for. Bible says, you put down for I didn't fear for.
Jimmy, Antiko Pedro no. All right, now, in some maybe I was a canon there. We didn't go for which MPP. Jimmy Bruta. Now, show no at us 1 minute to 10 p.m. in Ghana, 1 minute to 6 p.m. in the United States East Coast. There's this me auntie be Ninua Ephraim na my insurance coverage be ama Ninua no na Ephraim no me cousin na ene maame no ekobo besia because sa insurance coverage no omotua ma na maame ni free mu na omokọ ekaka insurance for no say nipa na otua sa insurance no we free mu enti the insurance no imredu se me na me ye ne ba e wo say beji sa sika no na mle koye yie and insurance company ni ka kire ne say omon komra 2 weeks time oma ye paperwork nyina ewie ebesi ne min cousin ya onisike ko pay sika o baby and odi ye sa eyi no ne ma insurance e was insurance company wono and them no ka say sa insurance company no manager no kran fa ne call. And this is a message to Ghana for there are a lot of fake insurance companies in Ghana and we are going to crack down on them. In fact, this insurance company I dey come in yet but me manager not here say me ankasa I will be coming because I have all the receipts muntumi emu nipa biem. Omo hyehyehye inkuro nketenkete bi so and omo bu Ghana for. The company is called My Life Insurance. MILIFE. My Life Insurance. Obi tua insurance sika ma omo ana nipa ne film ne abaji sika na na ntokwa. Atasa. Manager no nipa na mo ye documentation no ye fra no perpetual egan me body no. Send be ya memo ati ase say sa sika no we insurance company no ebetua because sa insurance companies no more Ghana no. Enkwasi adiom de ye ma menom ene ye antis wo eye market no. That is what they do. Omo ba obo no makofa eye kwasi ampanyi bia oyo movie. Jimmy Phobia say friend celebrity. No ma so magu car mu yasi float. Na omo ne nam dwom no mo dada ye ma menom oh insurance we de yo bosu bia obetua say se nipa no ho ka na opesika kra we wu kra na opesika kra de aya insurance company for we tua. And I'm talking to the Ghana government. They need to crack down on these fake insurance companies in Ghana. This company, it is called My Life Insurance. Manager number ni 0242. Mino adi konta meya. Meman ko fwa frewe busa o say. Sa nipa we wa fill forms ni nyina adenti na sika no e wo so wutua wo pese obetua. 0242 439999. The number no mo frɛ no. He is the manager of this company. My Life Insurance. Mu bu nkofo ana mu ni mu nkofo related to omo. It's mo sorry na mu bu nkofo. Na mu gin nkofo some sika. Omo come market na. That is what they do to our mothers and sisters. Omo to be the promotion tantan bi. Na mame phone grant insurance na no. Na omo di puo mo. Ade be chia sia kofa kuma wood actor way. Ono na ya ambassador. Na oti floatum. Na omo da mba na odwom. Adeba tia say for actress way not to float no mo dada na omu create some kind of insurance be ma phone ntiase. Every single month these women will be paying money to these fake insurance companies. Hey, I swear to God, My Life Insurance, baby am obi me, I will come after you. My Life Insurance, why will save you be a it's a company that cannot be trusted. Manager, their friend is manager and the number is 0242 439999. It's been over 3 weeks. I fed ye because the frame among fat because oni obi a waka na asema no. Oni obi a waka na asema no. Uko police station na uko report your man. No makotua sika na eja omo. Odi onko court a uni sika no court nti you cannot do anything. There are thousands of Ghana for san kwasia insurance company we ebu omofaso. One day some be phone lines are ube the number of people are these fake insurance companies in Ghana. They are bu Ghana for faso every day. I don't know why. And this thing started from 2020 home baby. We saw the influx of insurance companies in Ghana for no reason. Debiano, you see them doing an event. Ubenguno mu ye float. Ubenguno mu namha. Na mu di namjom. Ya na malata. Ya dam kotokraba. Ya na ya ma amenom. Omu mpekura na enkura we air force omu. Udi at sign. O saya. Dia biya se. Busumi biano. Ubetu ya say. And dia bibitu wa. Bibitu ma amefone no mu pesikane kwa na danentokwa. And this is the new form of scam I work Ghana. Insurance companies. I am going to crack down on insurance companies in Ghana. This week, I'll open phone lines for Ghana for respective insurance companies. We will list all of you and we will let Ghanaians know, say, the majority of you, Moya or Ghana, no, a scam. 0242 439999. Manager number ni. Nipana ni sika also mutuamano no. Your friend Perpetual Egan. Or Fantini, My Life Insurance. I will come back to you guys. Now, this is the next story I'm going to say. But before I would like to say, this man, a friend, Musa Dankwa, we are not supposed to play with this man. Biamejuma, when the field. Now, this man is a pollster. In recent times, in the history of Ghana politics, or one of the most credible pollsters in Ghana, we cannot underestimate. Now, I'm speaking to the NDC. Musa Dankwa, projections, any predictions are, which is backed by research, backed by science. factual research, okay, say election way, by election way, from omo research or my year, and yet hearsay, and yet speculative, research on the ground, practical research backed by maths and science, He was able to tell Ghana for say from omo research or my year the NDC was going to win this election by 55%. Today, the NDC are lingering around 53 to 55% in these elections. It is not easy for somebody to go out there and go into a community, research, go down and get to know, say, this is how it is going to look. At the end of the day, say, this is where it's going to, this is how it's going to look. And this is not the first time Musa Dankwa predicted elections in Ghana. In fact, he predicted John Mahama's victory. He has predicted so many elections in Ghana. It is shocking to know, say, margin of error, no credit some time, and now we start to ask ourselves, how is he able to get it so right and so close? I know the NPP as a political party, Omo Jimmy. Say, NPP Nimnyansa, from the time Musa Dankwa started a polls or Ghana, a analysis, papa, research, papa, backing the polls, majority of the polls, no, and so far, so no, the NPP will sit down and at least, say, mo wuni krampo say onye NPP ni, now your NDC ni, at least his track record should tell the party, say, this is a guy who is credible. We need to at least look at the things he does, look at his data, and work on ourselves. But it is looking like the NPP no more Jimmy. Now, my advice will go to the NDC. This man is an asset, a Ghana asset. Whatever he's doing, he's getting it right. I don't know, I don't care about his political affiliation. So far, from Ejuma wa yeri nyina kire say, eba na Ejuma dia, it is not about liking this person or not liking this person, or believing in this party or not believing in this party. He has stayed in the middle to do the job diligently and neutrally. And the projections are in normal day polling, it's difficult to even come 20% to a predicted number. But, and then with Tumia Pruvacha Ghana for say, Musa Dankwa, the projections and then the research, we cannot underestimate and take it for granted. I would like to send an advice to the NDC. In the future, so Musa Dankwa ever out with any kind of polls or prediction, it does not go well for the NDC. That will be the time for you people to look at the polls, his research, to correct your mistakes. That will not be the time for you people to be criticizing him. That will not be the time for you people to be going after him. He is doing his job. And from what I have seen, over the years, he has tried to make us understand, say, research, data analysis, being practical and truthful, it helps shaping political parties, shaping messages, and also shaping results of elections. And my message to the NDC is say, today, this man is getting everything right, and it is not like just hearsay. He's getting it right in your favor. If tomorrow, you being in power, so Musa Dankwa conduct any research, no Babon Timbeka said, the NDC, this does not look good for you. You are not going to survive this. You people should take it in good faith and correct your mistakes. So he should be the benchmarker. The NDC, that is a party in government, that is always protecting and defending its policies and making sure it keeps power. These are polls. These are people, you take their submissions and I said they are doing their research in good faith. You cannot underestimate Musa Dankwa's work. You cannot underestimate the worker Musa Dankwa does in Ghana. You see, at a point, you will say MPP for turned around to insult Musa Dankwa every single day. Musa Dankwa before election 2024, and the projections about Bontene, and nobody has been able to come out to say Musa Dankwa, the projection of the Bontene, the research that backs it, nobody has been able to bring counter any argument that has contradicted Adia Musa Dankwa. We saw it before election 2024 and even recently, the NPP, Miracle Abuaje is part of the reasons NPP is losing membership. And you see, as some way, man way, eka some way, omo didi na temu sahe. The amount of money Miracle Abuaji is making out of the Bawumia campaign is crazy. Sika Miracle Abuaji enya because Bawumia Jimmy onimu nyansa. So they have seen Bawumia's weakness. They have seen, he say, Mahamudu Bawumia is a cash cow. And this boy Miracle Abuaji no, Oma adapted strategy we say, Oma to make close Bawumia adjunct to the point to say, South foolish boys where they know that the kind of politics and communication surrounding Bawumia, the bad omen, the bad publicity, and Bawumia's credibility, that is terrible. No? These people have been able to create an impression to Bawumia to say everything out there is so rosary. It is beautiful. Musa Dankwaka, the people who are destroying the NPP and destroying Bawumia is this boy called Miracle Abuaji. The day Bawumia will change this boy, Bawumia's campaign will change positively. So now who ende akwitiano who is a joker. It's a reflection of what will happen in the 2028 elections. And we sit in Ghana, it do some time, I agree say, we take it lightly. We think, say, this is a joke. When Musa Dankwa comes out with any polls, any research, now NDC, it goes against you. You have to gather your intelligent team, your research team to look into what Musa Dankwa is saying, Sebio or say Enkoye Mamo as a political party. That will not be the time for you people to be attacking him because he is doing his job. The NDC should not be stupid like the NPP. You need to take these things into consideration. So Musa Dankwa tomorrow, next year, next 6 months, or back out with any research, you say, the economy, this is not going well for the NDC. You people are supposed to work on it. That is not the time to fight him. MPP for Jimmy, they hate to be corrected. They hate for people to tell them that these things they are doing is wrong. The NDC should not fall for that. You should not copy the MPP. That is stupid. Anytime Musa Dankwa speaks, anytime Musa Dankwa will come out and make a speech about the government, research the data, we should accept it as a political party in power and correct our mistakes. If any NDC communicator, minister or MP tries to go after Musa Dankwa, so or back out with any kind of pose, I will come after you. Because at least I am looking at Musa Dankwa's track record and continuously he has proven himself. Onya akwana wa semfantefo pa no Benefsin. Ontisa smart sapon kurasini na otumika se ne maame ewunti research bi oye no anyeye. This is a credible guy who has been consistent in his delivery. He has put a lot in his trade. And we as a political party, we as a government, the NDC, you need to learn, you need to accept. If in the future, Musa Dankwa Babontin Bekachira will say, when you able to lose election, by election, general election, you people should sit with the data, analyze it, research it, and correct your mistakes. And we as a nation, we need to hold this guy in high esteem. And it's not just the NPP, NDC, the whole political party, Ghana. Now, say, at least, we are credible. Now, what is happening down there? You need to understand, say, Musa Dankwa over the years. Ghana for appreciating what is good. If Musa Dankwa was in any other country, Musa Dankwa would be one of the most respected people in that country. My message to the NDC is simple. Do not allow some foolish people to deceive you. Musa Dankwa is an independent pollster. Whatever he comes out with, even if it is positive for the NDC, work on it to make it better. If it is negative, going against the NDC, work on it and correct your mistakes. And that is the only way you as a political party, you can stay in power for good. NPP, Miracle Abuaji, 2024 elections, Yabeko elections, Assembly Miracle Abuaji, this is what he said on radio. Abrano Nimsa Bawumia's numbers, it is not good.
Winning Greater Accra with the bigger margin that we did in 2016.
This year?
Yes.
Hey, Miracles.
No,
yeah, record you.
Oh, Obi. Me na me catch your try to help me say we are winning Greater. Yeah. And this is one more year campaign on social media. I'm telling you, I'm grown up from Obi. Me ba Obi. Mo from microphone. I don't TV for the mic call Makola. I want the manika, you know. Saturday I cover to do when man no. I'm winning Greater Accra. To do man e Greater Accra no more. And I went home. Me say gentleman no tweet and say oh hu die ntia microphone call a man who wo makola o mu nyina say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now so tell say you talk about Twitter. Obi Twitter nipa ba ko account be 5. Ono ko tweet wa no tweet wa obi na obe comment ama no and na we just the analysis and worry it is a Twitter and Facebook na end this video analysis obi o ma report and then some say social media robots grabber shame me to way you pay attention when you post on Facebook go and watch some account only follow about combo
yeah
robots
troll farms no
obi and now end this for the
this is the guy Baumia is relying on. We and about Baumia rely on so to win 2024. Kwasia with the cover it is possible by this same foolish boy Miracle Abuaje me catch him saying people for my Jimmy. This is the same fool he was making money from Baumia every day or a press conference or just can recommend the girls no akosi dying. About $7 million went through this boy's hand. Well, JD and all day it is possible by where is your message? It is possible. Tell us what Baumia can do. It is possible. Baumia is an idiot. He cannot deliver. It is possible. The economy, the dollar is at 17. It is possible. Schools now it is possible. Galamsey is swallowing us. It is possible. Corruption, it is possible. A free SHS in Korani wu eduanene it is possible. Kwasia win anti Ghana ye it is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Okwa na Jimmy no swatam sikama no. Ko press conference. Okwa na Samere and the Jimmy no watam sikama no. Ko press conference. A whole MPP and there was ade akana ipeaba. Makachira musamwe Jimmy. Sa kwasi ampeji we asaba. Osi we di akana ipe. Ba omia so Jimmy nti obegina ho akana ipe. They have started. Or the akana ipe. Dia na ba omia betuma ye akana ipe. Baumia, the track record in yo, Akana Epe. Baumia is the most corrupt politician in Ghana. Indirectly, he does not show his face, but he's more dangerous. Akana Epe. Baumia, and you're head of police council. Ya bonko foto el boko. Kusa cinema prisi for one kaso. Akana Epe. Ya kunipat 2020 elections. Akana Epe. Mahamudu Baumia as the economic whisked. Or Ghana economic team no sono dollar could do 17 FX committee akana ipe Mahamudu Baumia ofri abemuno na inflation and 54% akana ipe Ghana's debt to GDP baby akoduni akana ipe in comfort way Jimmy it's a siano they are going to answer every question with akana ipe the same way they did. It is possible and it is the same Miracle Abuaje akotra ni egu ni ase. They are using Baumia to make money. Baumia is their new cash cow. Mahamudu Baumia, he is their new cash cow. Omo wuni se Baumia or you weak-minded. He is not smart. Baumia is not a politician. Baumia is a comedian. So, Boys way, they are political insects. They are using Baumia to build their empires. And every time when you question them about their results, because Edi Baumia about 2024 election, he recorded the worst numbers in the history of Ghana. Who will keep this boy there? Jimmy, why we employing no? Because they don't have any standards. Now, the Nipane Ejumana no, a DNA standard, only standard. That is why they are back again. I can't pay. And the Obusa said Baumia den obetuma ye oh I can't pay. Omudi Jimmy Baumia is their new cash cow. Miracle Abuajimo, they will use him, they will take money. Boy, yeah, the nim say wobai. Omoba me inbox me so obema me kere Japan information. Boy, yeah, the nim say wowi. So Kofi and the Enkans, sa kwase ya so the kere information. Sa kwase for they are using Baumia as a cash cow. These are criminals. And Baumia no na adwene wo fom. Enti onene kasa odwene sa on pen asem. Utunu furu no odwene to no osa na ojimi. The fact of the case is say these people are lying to you. The Ghanaian voter will never vote for you. The Ghanaian voter, the intelligent Ghanaian voter, for 8 years, nobody is going to fucking vote for Baumia. Now, akwa we buy no, nyansa be no de buy. Now, okojina eye asempa Miracle Abuaje. Eka kire Ghana for say, oh, adiane de yento abano ewo internet so no. Osa kodru eye yeto abano oluzi ye no. So munim se Baumia Jimmy. He wanted to convince Baumia because Baumia is their cash cow. Osa betina TV so say no kan after election no.
After the election, many would in Komo. One interview I remember very well, and I think that insert no echo viral. You made the point, say NDC for Omunya campaign, social media no mote, but social media yen twaba wo. Do you still stand by that claim, knowing what you know now?
Obi, social media, police station,
Derby,
twaba
Derby.
Ujidi pan say NDC for elections you win because Ghana for didn't understand, believe in them, but simply because no more social media and no win here now.
No,
exactly.
But reaching cophobia with social media.
There was no doubt about that. I think the point you raised with social media and the point we made with social media was that election is really about the polling station.
Yes.
All other factors counted, but the real situation is at the polling station. So that is fact. It doesn't change anything. The fact is that say on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitter. Some men are very active on Facebook and Twitter. But I say on Twitter, so it's one of the tools to use. But you surely cannot rely entirely on that tool. Can you? And see, that fact still remains. I don't think say anything, and now you even dispute that. But who disputes are facts, no?
Yeah, because I think the results will show you say maybe with that mindset at the time, no, you were not conscious on reaching the youth.
But you know that's not
millions.
But you know that's not true.
Okay.
You know that even when we're discussing that, we were very much active. In fact, go and look at all the social media analytics, including even the ones Imani released. Yes. They will tell you clearly that Dr. Mahmoud Bamia was strong, very, very strong. At some point, even stronger than President Mahama on social media. So nobody discounted that. But the fact is that any polling station on social media.
Yes.
So you have to utilize that tool and campaign there, but you cannot rely on that as a basis for winning or losing an election. Anamebwa.
Yes.
No. Your polling station. No. Your bubu your A and B. No. But nobody is saying you neglect it. All of us were there. You and I know say we live there. I basically live there. My phone they be a So nobody discounted. I think what rather has happened is a spin and a twist. You know that's what has been applied to that video. The fact that Ubia share video no say social media doesn't win elections. That's a spin. But that's not the facts. That's what the point we made here. That's what I just say. So that spin can go. Then they say you can't do anything about it. But the fact of the matter is that the elections happen in the homes of the Ghanaian people. Abano is see ewo Ghana for polling station ho any yetwaba. And see you have to do much more in ensuring say what's no ebedu Ghana for ewo omufie. You get what I'm saying? But obi uni obi konto kwana say
what kind of foolish analogy is that? Say polling station Oluzo Abani we no Ojiba Omiesika DVA no. He just came back to justify why ba Omie Jimmy. I feel was better Facebook or TV so or better radio so now say social media the new polling station ho. But you need to find means to get to the people. What will make somebody leave what they are doing to walk to the polling station? That thing that is going to make the person move, is you sending the message to the person. Now, can you be on the person 24/7 by knocking at their door? No. You cannot be walking into every single house at Okankwe South. You cannot be entering every single home in Kumasi. But you can use social media to talk to 700,000 people every 2 minutes. So that thing that is going to make somebody move from their home to go vote for you, is the consistency in your message and consistently reminding them. You are in Accra. How many times can you talk to my people in Ayaldo? You cannot leave Accra every day and go to 700 houses in Ayaldo. And one person that what he's talking about, a defeated your answer. Social media was at the polling station. When somebody leaves their home to come to the polling station to vote, it is because of the information they have consumed. So it is the social media that is enticing, that is making that person move from where they are to cast their ballot. Without the social media consistently convincing the person and showing the person the fact, nobody is going to walk from their home to the polling station because the polling station is constant. It is there. Without a voter, the polling station will just be sitting there. They will record 0 for you. But until the voter makes a move, so we need a catalyst that is going to make the voter make the move. If that catalyst is not there, the voter is not going to move. And what is the catalyst? The catalyst is the message. And how is the message going to get to the voter? It's by going through social media to reach millions of them. Because you cannot knock at every door physically, but you can, through electronic ways, through data, through applications, you can knock at 100 million doors. So that catalyst is what is making the voter walk to the polling station to vote for you. Even though physically social media is not there, social media is bringing the voter to vote. Where Jimmy, Makacha Baumia say, I swear to God, me and my team, Give us 3 months. We can change the NPP, the frame, how NPP looks. Me, if you give me 1 year, I can make Bawumia president. Apokai. But you see, Mwejimi, they don't understand what they are doing. These are young, dirty boys. They are hungry. They need money. Bawumia is a cash cow. Obiako obenya biedi. Samere ono pictures no pe. Na obi otumi nam jom. Ni try picture no otumi for photographers ma menhwe. She does not care. She is a for oye model. Ono no sene ne to be fe ne hia no. Sene obi hwe no ono ogina wa samere or hwe de o hwe no. Enye de oye. And these are the kinds of people Omugu MPP mu say they can change something about Bawumia and the MPP as a political party for people like myself, people who think like myself to walk to the ballot. You are stupid. Musa Dankwaka, Bawumia can never win any elections with Eddie and this boy. Never. This boy is daft. This boy is monkey brain. I don't know form a fun si. Where okuta monkey brain. Ofuduano we see, or who baby on that, so that be so wonderful mo. Okuta monkey brain, the inner monkey act monkeyish. Okuta monkey brain, of no we see. He's not consistent about his message. He does not even know the direction of what he's saying. And these people are making millions out of the cash cow because Bawumia is not smart. Because the MPP as a political party is filled with daft people. I can't. I don't even know why you people, I never say. What Dinkwasi Asem will lose elections? What's that Kotina power as defending your stupid action? Ne for party. It is possible. And then they can I pay. Mwejimi. Yeah? This guy, Ochibefi, or say Galam say ni lose elections now or be resigning. Mark
my words. I can even tell you that if we lose this election, I'll resign as a member of parliament. I'm telling you, we'll win these elections. We'll win. If we lose these elections, I'll resign as a member of parliament. I'm telling you, we'll win. By close of day Tuesday, you see that we have won the elections. And that's all. Because I believe the work we have done and the God we serve. The God we serve is a good God. And he has given us hope that we'll win the elections. Mark my words. I can even tell you that if we lose this election, I'll resign as a member of parliament. I'm telling you, we'll win these elections. We'll win. If we lose these elections, I'll resign as a member of parliament. I'm telling you, we'll win. By close of day Tuesday, you see that we have won the elections. And that's all. Because I believe the work we have done and the God we serve. The God we serve is a good God. And he has given us hope that we'll win the elections.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are your MP for a year new job in South. Your friend Ochibefi. This guy, he needs to resign. Okay? We need some decency in our politics. We cannot allow the frogs to take everybody for granted. This is a member of parliament who makes laws. Ojina TV so say election the party name we near, he will resign as a member of parliament. Jesus Christ. We cannot see this as a joke. You see, for some time now, we have allowed foolish people to enter our politics. And as we are resetting this nation, for us to take our parliamentarians and parliament as a whole important, such twerps are supposed to be given or shown the exit. Jimmy Fowe should not go back to his constituency and call himself an honorable MP, standing on national television to tell us. Because you see, this is a manner. One, to be a member of parliament, we, the constituents, one, you are supposed to show us respect. And we, people of Ghana, you need to show us that respect. Now, for you to boldly stand on national television, to tell Ghana for say about where we near, you will resign as a member of parliament. We need to take those words serious. In fact, if anybody in his constituency wants to sue him, I will pay every single dime. Constituents are almost the constituency. In fact, any Ghanaian, in fact, myself, anybody who wants to sue this guy, based on his statement, as a member of parliament, I will support the person to sue this guy in parliament, in court. Because you see, we are not supposed to allow such fools in Kwasiafo say. They don't respect the words they tell us every day. Nipa say, in some bano, they don't mean it. They don't respect us. Omu ye say Jimmy, yene to abama asale frog way, aponchireni way, eko parliament. Now you have entered parliament. Nobody forced you to go to Akwetia to tell Ghana, as a member of parliament, to tell your constituency, say election way, anko way, you will resign. It is your own words. Inti, sa Jimmy way no, we are not supposed to allow such a fool to go back to parliament to make laws for us. Because a fool like this that we cannot respect, how can we take this fool's word? From tomorrow, from Ochina, Kwasiawe, Adentina was a Ghana ni, a friend honorable. Jimmy Fowe, I didn't also Ghana ni, because I respect this guy. Because this guy, we cannot take his word. This is a mad fool who, at the end of the day, does not respect his constituents and respect Ghanaians. Somebody should take him on. You see, say anya sanyoma way, enyi sankwasiafo se bi free politics mua. We will still be breeding animals in kwasiafo ma. We will be breeding weak-minded, stomach-bloated fools to be working and parading in our parliament. How can anybody take such a fool serious? We insist that this frog resigns from parliament. So when resigning from parliament, I will never consider this frog as a member of parliament. I will see him as a fool, and I will always make sure I refer to him as a fool who is representing fools. Because so a constituency like New Jabin South, statesman, Sebio, obia unko skuda, wako sign when you move free at to Abama Kwasiawe. Now I beg Gina TV so I catch a Ghana for say, take my word. If they don't win the elections, he will resign. Now that I want a new job in, now so your MP, then you have a mental problem. And with all due respect, Manusi Suminaso, New Job in South or Hinia Woho, at this point, you should be making a statement. The Council of State for Woho, more the Regional House of Chiefs Woho, way AM MP. Ojina TV so so I expect New Job in South or Hinekesi Ohono to speak. Because this guy is representing every single person or New Job in South and every Ghanaian. Into where we are Hine Ohono, I was Ubu, you need to make a statement on this. You need to tell this guy to put his seat down. In Mebuna Omo New Jabin, they need to demonstrate. We need a press conference to insist that this frog resigns from parliament. Because now he is the enemy of the people, and we expect the young people our New Jabin. They need New Jabin South. We need them to come out. They need to demonstrate. Yes, because we are taking his word as a member of parliament. His words are important to us. We need to make sure, because Kwasiampeyiwe or New Job in South, the oil say a year bar not yasiye, outdoor bar not yasiye, party bar not yasiye, into a party MP, a year MP. Oni okro di sikaba basi mbonsa inti New Job in South for na mo ya MP before no omo Kwasiampeyi se kusie bia wo som no onim nyansa onfam puntio mba why no local MP not one and Kwasiade. So we need to make sure say yes Kwasiampeyi he is kicked out of parliament. Yes, because I am a taxpayer. Because Kwasiampeyi ebegina wenim na say omo promise or your campaign promise which what shows to say Kwasiampeyi your friend Ochibefi he will fulfill the promise. Akwa we abegina mwenim ka kire mo say monsanto abama me 2028 die na kire se Kwasiampeyi on dada New Job in South for die na kire se o mbu ohine nimtia die na kire se ohun omo so omagimi, because you cannot take his word into say Kwasiampeyi begina wenim okira say your campaign na monto abama na okaso meye we ya aboa kura onam New Job in South no. Why should that animal take this guy's word. This guy is a dirty, filthy liar. And we need to insist to say he resigns from Parliament. This matter is not dead. Mr. P, Mr. S, make a poster that we will add to the criminals list. And get me the picture of the paramount chief of Ekrona Oye MP Wasuno. Attach the paramount chief's picture to his picture. Attach the paramount queen's picture to his picture. And send me every single day. Every single day, I will let the world know. Politicians, I'll be back to speak on this matter. This is not a joke. Ochibe, if he said he will resign, say Akwetia MP elections, no NPP Luzia. These are his words. Kwasiato, Mojin say politics, no, politics as usual. Jimmy way.
Mark my words. I can even tell you that if we lose this election, I'll resign as a member of Parliament. I'm telling you, we'll win these elections. We'll win. If we lose these elections, I'll resign as a member of Parliament. I'm telling you, we'll win. By close of day Tuesday, you see that we have won the elections. And that's what, because I believe the work we have done and the God we serve. The God we serve is a good God, and He has given us hope that we win elections. Thank you.
Kwasiato, is the God you serve a lying God? Is He a deceitful God? Modi munkwasi asema na makose nyankopon echi nyankopon obi ehunu da why we fuse the obo side drum ewo Johannesburg. The God you serve is a dear God. Is the God you serve a deceitful God? Yeah, these are his numbers in 2024. The numbers in here. Onya any strong candidate bia. He needs to resign in 2024. The voter onyaye 32,000. And NDC near or hono enya 23,000. On should any strong candidate bia onya 56% and this is 41%. So he's not any extraordinary candidate bia or what a new job in South. Kwasi ampenyi we in 2020 onya 47,000 and this is 20,000. 2024 onya 32,000 and this is 23,000. From 47,000 to 32,000. This guy will boom for no more job in South no ko we wini. From 2020 no 47,000 obedu 2024 now the number start here about 32,000. It shows clearly say where Jimmy Fua they need to get rid of him. He's not supposed to be the MP. He needs to resign. Ochibe fini munyansa. Intermediate what I will do no team. Pick Ochibe his number. Pick his picture. Pick Omai hinia or what Ekrona or this no picture. Omai himana or di Ekrona no picture. Put these three together. I will add it to my list here. Every single day. Make I ohine no. Make I ohine say ono na eso so kromfo a onka no kreso as an MP. We insist to say ahemfo mo hono bekasa. Omo be frɛ na ka chen say asemesi yesrawo. Asem akoka no ye pese wodi wakonwa to wo. Every say me ohine ameti akrampo no say me di ntam na metwa tro a ye betu mato akonwa. We insist so ohine no mantuma anya sa na moso mo ye corrupt as this guy. Ohima na muti krom ho no say mantuma insist say Ochibe fi and resign, then you are equally corrupt at him. And men fan chemo, media ma catch them. Men fan chobia. Because on one and wasem, then a chair say, in Koran Baba wa omo a ye new job in South, a kwasiampen will be Jinaka will be so. So Ochibe fi needs to leave. He needs to resign. There's nothing like apologies. Nobody's going to take any stupid apology. Because all kasana battery share the two. All kasana bent one share the two. Or kasana fifre to onimnyansa no kan de okan no because na or you sure of what he's saying. Intimisramo sanka MPP we need seat na anka kwase ba betra TV3 or ba betra Joy News. Like I say, I told you I was going to resign if we had lost the elections. Inti enda no send MPP lose ya. This foolish twerp, this frog, Jimmy way, he needs to resign. Apologies, yeah, accepting wa. Apologies, yeah, accepting what it is our question. We expect to say Ochina, he will put in his resignation. Another by-election needs to happen at a new job in South. Now, what the monfam in Diagro? I have for now more new job in South, no, monfam yako in Diagro. Modia Munya to say, Mumpumutu, Namuya said your Monty ye. Modia Munya to say, Diakos Monty ye, yet the Monimbe to form. Me na me catch them. This point, I'm showing the respect. All the respect to you because Minister will be making the right decision. At this point, me mamu all the respect because me say sebio mo ya hemfo mo ya sofo mpenifo sebio mo bedi nukure ama dia esi no watwe ne to afira akonwa no so se mo tena wo ye mo se mo nte ya mema mate mema ewiase ene Ghana fo nyina hu ahenie na mudi no mo credibility a mudi dis ahenie no e wo New Durban South me bu ade o me bu obia but the law is the law. Principles are principles. As simple. All right, now, I told you, sir, we'll be talking about a year. Torkornoo. A year, Madam Torkornoo, ya pamano every a year, the Supreme Court of Ghana because of a year misbehavior, corruption issues, any nyomebia, na enisa oya, waye. Now, yate, afe nyomakina, oye, Torkornoo adam for pa. It is so interesting. And you see, in some say, no, we shouldn't joke with it. Sycophancy, hypocrisy. In Kofua, omo ye hypocrite, omo kano kreno, omo say mine. Nipa on kano krebia or dangerous. And this is the I'm so MPP near on kano kra. Now we share one MPP on kano kra. In fact, Chechere MPP ni bodium because we want no better than MPP ni on kano kra. And a typical example of a liar. A politician who is a liar, a sycophant, and a hypocrite is this guy, Kakari Raiditihu, your friend Afinyomakin, aka Kasungu, aka content creator. This guy has no respect for Ghanaians. This guy has nothing, your friend says, self-respect. Now, Madam Torkornoo, ever seen nobody in Ghana or say he or she does not agree with the decision of Madam Torkornoo being sacked as the Chief Justice of Ghana and also being sacked as a judge in Ghana. No? None of these people have been able to produce one document, one document, a year. I just want to say they've not been able to provide one constitutional statement, anything that proves to say a kwan na Madam Torkornoo constitution didn't fast no sa kwan na enya kwan pa. The argument has always been about moral argument. And the Madam Torkornoo issue, permanent free Supreme Court, it is not moral argument. We are talking about constitution and how the constitution was applied. So making a moral argument about Madam Torkornoo being sacked, or losing her job, it does not justify say Madam Torkornoo should not be sacked. Morally, you can decide to think the way you want to think. But until you are able to prove with evidence and facts to debunk or try to prove or disprove the constitution, say, senior constitution you apply, it's wrong, then you cannot. Until you are able to do that, you cannot sit anywhere else and tell Ghana for say, Madam Torkornoo ye no, Sebio, Ghana, ye boom raso. A Ghana constitution and a two Torkornoo. It wasn't an individual. Article 1469, and then a share Ghana for a share a leader of the Republic, John Mahama, to do what he had to do. Because John Mahama ain't Article 1469 and Kasa constitution between to John Mahama free so. So John Mahama is just a tool in the hand of the constitution. John Mahama is a tool. He is a pen in the hand of the constitution, the 1992 constitution of the Republic of Ghana. At this point, what the NPP seek to do now is to politicize Torkornoo's sack by the constitution. It is the constitution of the Republic of Ghana and the PAM Torkornoo. Now, it's so interesting. This Afenyomakin, not Owokrumha. Now, we are going to discredit you. We don't have time for banter. We will discredit with facts. Afenyomakin, in 2017, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo about power. When Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eyi Charlotte Osei free a yes Electoral Commission, that was the first time in the history of the Republic of Ghana Charlotte and EC boss president go through a process to sack her. A lot of people raised issues about how Charlotte Osei was treated and how she was not given the hearing ear how Charlotte Osei was not given any room. Charlotte Osei and her two deputies. Even with that, people raising concerns, still Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo went ahead to make sure say Charlotte Osei constitution na da ho no. Sa constitution no any Charlotte Osei any the deputies edi. Afenyoman Akin went to sit on TV and he defended Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's action. He defended the 1992 constitution because Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his government then based their actions on the 1992 constitution, Article 1469, to make sure Charlotte Osei is kicked out of power. And today, when you hear this content creator, this political liar, sit anywhere else to tell you, so, oh, we will deal with it at the right time. CJ's removal. There's nothing to deal with. Let's go and listen to Afenyoman Akin, the hypocrisy and the lies. You cannot trust these MPP people. This is how Afenyoman Akin defended the NPP when they came into power in 2017, how they used the constitution to get rid of Charlotte Osei. Yenti Afenyoman Akin.
Yes. You see, Uncle Kwekubako was very candid. See, the president knows the politics of this country. So he was very specific, made reference to the petition, unsigned petition, the subsequent communication he received from the council, and all that. So he left it as it was, which is fundamentally different from what my respected colleague was trying to put out.
In other words, the president made the Chief Justice aware of the deficiencies that may be in the original.
He left it as it.
He didn't just send it. He wrote a note and said, pay attention that these are the issues. And I'll leave it to your judgment.
Exactly. You see, we are talking about developing institutions. And if each time institutions try to assert themselves, we turn around to bastardize them, then I'm afraid we're not going to get anywhere. Is it the president who has removed Charlotte Osei? Or it's an institution that has done its work in accord with law and has thus made a recommendation for her exit? The NDC may not be happy because they appointed the woman to head NCC. They tried to push her to the Supreme Court. The Judicial Council did not agree. She was rejected, and eventually she was sent to the Electoral Commission. The MPP as a party opposed the procedure for the appointment of the EC chair, and I led the charge. Eventually in court, my client was Richard Sky. It was not Charlotte Osei. They shouldn't get it wrong. The MPP opposed the procedure. However, we looked after if the eventual appointment and the decision by the Supreme Court endorsing the procedure and all that. You remember I even raised the issue of contempt. That while the matter was yet to be tried, Mr. President had gone ahead to appoint an order, and I felt that it was not appropriate. But look, it didn't get anywhere. So when Charlotte was appointed, as a party, we had issues with the background. And we did not hide from that. Yeah. But it was not an NDC, MPP person. It was not Kennedy Japan. It was not Gabios Asardakun who petitioned the president for the removal. Get it straight.
Yes, what's your Afenyoman Akin? Charlotte Osei the time no Akufo-Addo ba office na omo ye den omo yi Charlotte Osei no Osei one enya president ni na yi Charlotte Osei na eye constitution no na yi Charlotte Osei. That was his statement. Osei petition na omo troye na omo gina so e de pam Charlotte Osei as the EC boss no enya Gabi Ochedako na troye enya bedie tuo na troye eye obi na troye. And also kasa no Osei every time be a person you developing institutions, you know, they will try to find a way to go after the institutions. You know what he was trying to say? He was trying to say, a buying a take a decision to make sure say institution be being considered. Now say the right things should be done. Now you near Ghana for your cassette decision na a buying a take say presidency receive petition na or act on the petition pe na ye ne Ghana for we are fighting the presidency. This is the defense afenyomakin etna TV so catch the Ghana for when Ekufuado in 2017 decided say I was say Charlotte say or Pamono every EC office. He made his point. In fact, see at a point, Charlotte say the positions ni binana de man na no omo MP before tiasie no. Oma the last guy, sa the last guy ya kwasi campaign the last guy. The last guy ya afenyomakin ene Gabi Ochidako de ko school e UK. Sa kwasi the last guy ya nansei afenyomakin yenya issue e Parliamentary or the case ni court no. LGBT anti-LGBT case no afenyomakin man de court the same the last guy. Enti unim. This is what they have been doing for years. But what I want you to understand and say, he made it clear, say, constitution no, constitution no, and then ye shall to say free ho. Na enye nanado dankwa Ekufuado. That was the same thing omukachire when Ekufuado put his presidency on the line. These are the same people today. They are fighting Ghanaians. Adentina, Madame Charlotte, Madame Torkornoo, also for the same process. They have a problem. Adentina Ghana for year penny. Why are we allowing it? It is political. We need to create a new law to protect some people at some very important places. This is the same afenyomakin. Otna news for Akachre Ghana for say. It is not the president who sacked Charlotte. It was the 146 article 146.9. And known as sake Charlotte say. Into why are we saying say Ekufuado ne pamo Charlotte say? John Dramani Mahama allowed the 146.9, the same 146.9, our constitution to go through. The due process was adhered to. But also and no, kwasi afo we MPP for we nya opportunity. No man catch Ghana for say John Mahama Pamo Torkornoo. But when they were sacking Charlotte say using the same procedure, the same due process, the same 1992 constitution, the same 146.9, they said Nana the Danko Ekufuado did not sack Charlotte say. Now in fact, a constitution and a sacking Charlotte say. Kwasia we ba betina TV so ochina. Obebo tai fimbi abeka catch Ghana for say or a minority leader onimunyansa chen. This is a filthy liar. The law is the law. And this is something they have been doing for years. When we said Torkornoo we start here, the NPP deliberately decided to politicize it. But to date, they have not been able to state one article that the due process, and I say the constitutional president will be a breaking any law when it comes to the process now. Torkornoo FM, they have not been able to cite one infraction. They have not been able to cite one infraction. They have not say Samra where the president buso, Samra where the nipa we buso, entina Madame no sake no, it is not right. They have not been able to do that. The same procedure, the same due process, Ekufuado, Ede Charlotte say femu no, the same due process, and not Torkornoo femu, and so almost say Ekufuado the end day. Na a constitution the pamon Charlotte say, but Torkornoo the end day. Mahama and Nimu Harry. Odena yeteni enti yamfansha Mahama enkwasiafo mawe enende omudi MPP nenim. They have no principle. They are not people you can trust. They don't have the intelligence to be honest. They see every single Ghanaian and say ye Jimmy. Until every time when they get the opportunity, they just want to lie and think say we will absorb it and just follow them like sheep. So what is credible about this guy? What is credible about this guy that Ghana ni awokosko onimunyansa onkosko onimunyansa Ghana ni otoaba? Why should any Ghanaian onimunyansa listen to this idiot? Because they are the same thing, but he's trying to justify one and trying to make one somebody's intentions. He's justifying one. But when it comes to Ekufuado's decision he took, it wasn't Ekufuado's fault. It was the constitution. But when it comes to John Mahama's situation, when the John Mahama allowed the due process, John Mahama allowed the constitution to work. It is not the constitution, it is John Mahama. This is the kind of dirty politics and kwasiafo we ya. Enti every day biano, their numbers keep dropping. And Messi Megu party no 2028 Megu no. Because of these fools. Because of kwasiafo we, onyankopon wasoro a ode nyansa aduame mitirimu no, Megu party no Megu no flat. Because me say continuously, no, these people, the sense of entitlement and foolishness, no, it did the. Now let me show you one sad thing happening in Ghana, and it's got to do with Madam Sophia Ekufo, the former Chief Justice of Ghana. Madam Sophia Ekufo also is on a journey, and the journey she's on are two destinations. One is to please her NPP that appointed her and made her a Chief Justice. And two, to try and discredit the same Council of State she is a member of, indirectly trying to embarrass the government. This old lady is on a journey to blow herself up. I respect her a lot. The capacity and position I was feeling, every time you are interested to hear what she has to say. Because at a point, this woman was in charge of all the laws. She was the headquarters of law. She led the judiciary. She was seen as somebody who would take her time, reason, go through the basic thinking process before she makes a submission or speaks. But interestingly enough, Madam Sophia Ekufo, she has decided to go on a trip. She believes that trip, the fallout she had with the MPP, it is going to incite or it is going to bring back that sympathy the NPP they have for her. And I say that fallout she had with the MPP, time and DDEP issued by now or Kasatia on one and she now feels say she needs to be accepted again because part nigu and she wants to be on their good side. The second part of her journey is to discredit the Council of State position now or Timuno. She wants to discredit the Council of State, which indirectly she wants to use that to discredit the presidency. And I see that as a very sad situation. Because Madam Sophia Ekufo is a very intelligent woman. The only thing about this woman or Madam Ekufo is that the sense of entitlement, she feels this sense of entitlement. Our idea be say she is intelligent than anybody in Ghana. She's full of herself, with all due respect. She believes say asamoba na okebia obia submission bi obekebia no sa nipa no ejimi. She is the only intelligent person. Even when she's part of a decision making, what she tries to do is say she sometimes steps away from the group she's part of and make it look like say every single person in the group she's part of is stupid. She's the only wise one, and that is my biggest problem with Madam Sophia Ekufo. Madam Sophia Ekufo has served in a very good capacity as the former Chief Justice. And I don't expect Madam Sophia Ekufo to be speaking only on emotions or speaking based on what we call her feelings about something. I expect to say, from what she has been through, her experience as a former Chief Justice, she wouldn't speak based on emotions, but she will speak on facts. She will speak to debunk facts. She will speak to make her case using the facts to prove to Yenny Ghana for to say she is not just an ordinary state person or state woman. She is a state woman with enormous intelligence, experience when it comes to addressing fundamental laws. And I say the Constitution and how we are supposed to approach its discussion. But it is looking like, say, Madam Sophia Ekufo has thrown away all the experience, all the knowledge she picked as a former Chief Justice. She has dumped that somewhere, and she's going on this very slippery route. It is all about how she feels, her feelings, how she knows somebody, but she has forgotten to analyze the issues based on facts. Since Madam Sophia Ekufo started speaking on Torkornoo's dismissal and sack from the judiciary, she has not stated any facts. Emma Nasam looking unique and different from the ordinary Ghanaian on the streets. Sometimes when she speaks and you listen, you ask yourself, say, does she even have any law background? Has she learned the law? Does she understand that before you speak against the Constitution, before you disagree with the laws or due process, you need to have a counterfactual argument to prove, say, your case you are making, that is the reason why you do not agree to a specific decision that has been taken. And recently, since Madam Torkornoo was sacked, I have seen that this woman has dropped from where she used to be, how we used to see her, the respect people like us used to give her, because at a point, she sat on TV and told some people that they have pin brain. But some of her utterances, her submissions on the sack of Torkornoo, it is looking more like she is basically putting herself in the pin brain family. With all due respect, I respect this woman a lot. Now, these are some of the things she said about the Madam Torkornoo issue, sacking her as the Chief Justice and also as a judge in Ghana. These are some of her statements. Or say, they or the allegations contained in petition lack the gravity that will lead to a grave outcome, such as the removal of the head of an institution of justice. Now, if you say the allegations contained in the petition, now, Madam Torkornoo was given every room to defend herself. In fact, the president, when he received the petition, he actually gave Madam Torkornoo 10 days, even though now Madam Torkornoo asked for just 7 days. Madam Torkornoo was given the room to look at the petition, the allegations in the petition. And you, as a judge, when people enter your courtroom, there is a reason why you give them the room to go for a lawyer, to express themselves, defend themselves with the facts, to prove their innocence. The process gave Torkornoo all the room to prove her innocence. That is why Torkornoo went for a lawyer. In fact, she went for 2 MPP lawyers. That is why the president gave Torkornoo enough time to study the allegations in the petition. So you cannot just say that the petition, what are the allegations that were contained in the petition, they lack gravity. On what basis are you able to prove that they lack gravity? Were you, or do you have any counter facts to prove that the allegations that were contained in the petition lacked gravity? It is upon Torkornoo and her lawyers to prove to the committee that the allegations lacked it, unless you have other ideas, unless you don't want to respect due process, unless you are being mischievous as a former Chief Justice who understands how the law works and how people are given the room to defend themselves. And when I heard her speak like this, I felt so bad. I felt like the woman that I respect is forcing herself to be part of the pin brain people that she has been referring to. Because if I make such statement, I have to make it. You can sit anywhere else and say, this guy, he does not have the know-how. He does not have the expertise. He does not have any knowledge about law. He has not been a lawyer before. He's not a judge. He has never sat in any high-profile case. So we can give it to him. But you, when you make such vague a statement without proving that the allegations in the petition, the gravity lacked what you say, it lacked that gravity, it means you are speaking out of emotions. You are making a moral argument. You are not making a factual argument. And moral argument can be made by anyone. But factual argument, it's always made by people who are intelligent enough to separate Gary from rice. So, but you as a person, I respect you, especially with the baggage you carry as an ex-Chief Justice and a legal professional, somebody who knows the law. Now, Osaka Sembi, Momianko tie in Sembia or Kafa a yet Torkornoo asem no ho. Biwia na machro why this woman is forcing herself to be grouped or to be added to the pin brain people she has been referring to.
I'm very sad about it. It has really saddened me. And maybe in a way I feel very distressed by it. Yes.
In terms of the conclusion that was reached, where the matter has journeyed from, is the sadness as a result of the conclusion, or you have questions about the procedure that took place before that?
The sadness is about the whole process. My sadness is because as far as I'm concerned, it was a very unnecessary. We have been taken through a very unnecessary situation, and which, as far as I'm concerned, and that is my honest and candid view, this has so weakened the institution of the judiciary. It's not so much the individual who occupies the position. It is the institution. That is what I'm concerned about.
I mean, what informs the conclusion that it's an unnecessary process? I mean, we have heard even government spokesperson make the point that a petition was sent, a committee in line with the constitution was set up, they've looked into the matter and they've come to a conclusion. Which aspect of it, what specifically makes that necessary?
I think that, you see, there has always been something wrong with Article 146, and particularly with the procedure that it sets out, and especially as it regards the position of the Chief Justice. In the Ajay case, I took the opportunity to reflect on that weakness that I noticed, and are these and these are not so, to me, they lack the gravity. They lack the gravity that would lead to a grave outcome, such as the removal of the head of an institution of justice. I've deliberately phrased myself that way. It trivializes the position, and I wonder what this is going to lead to further on along the line, because every judge is fair game and every Chief Justice is also fair game.
I mean, is that to suggest that you suspect there could be a ripple effect in that?
Oh, definitely.
Any matter,
it's not suspect. I foresee, not tomorrow, maybe not next year, maybe not in 5 years' time, but along the line, yes, unless those provisions are dealt with effectively in a revised constitution.
Maybe a more direct question. I have seen the letter that was written by the Secretary to the President to the former Chief Justice.
And that's the other thing. A warrant, a person holding a presidential warrant, that's what the position is. You become Chief Justice because you have received a presidential warrant. You can receive all kinds of letters that you are hereby appointed, but if you don't have that warrant, does that make you Chief Justice? Yeah, okay. So if you're removing the person from the position, is it a subordinate who signs the letter? Is that the way it's supposed to be done? That's just by the way. Food for thought.
Yeah, but I've seen a warrant as well signed by His Excellency the President.
So why are they showing us that one? I've been receiving all kinds of messages, and every one of them is only bringing out that letter. And in any case, is it polite? Is it proper that it should be a subordinate who writes a letter of removal to a Chief Justice? Really?
So, Uti and Samuel Kenyana, it's more of a moral argument than a factual one, not based on any facts. In Samuel Kenyana, I'll say, oh, Yabusana say, do you have a problem with the procedure? Meaning the due process. She didn't really want to answer. Also, the whole thing has been an unnecessary situation. Later, also, the provisions, she has some problem with it. But as a former Chief Justice, she could not state one thing that she has a problem with. She vaguely threw it out there. Because you, as Madam Sophia Ekufo, I cannot just come and say, I have a question with you being appointed by Ekufo-Addo as the Chief Justice. I need to prove beyond that for people to understand that I'm making a valid argument. It could be that I don't like you because of your name. It could be that because you have Ekufo in your name, it's making me think that you are a relative to Ekufo-Addo. But I cannot just come and say, Madam Sophia, I don't know why they made you the Chief Justice. I need to prove. So if you, as a former Chief Justice, you have an issue with even the procedure or the due process that was put together for Torkornoo to go through, you should have at least stated one infraction, something that is against that process that you are calling unnecessary situation for people like us to understand where you are coming from. Because now you are speaking like anybody on the streets. In fact, if somebody comes and hears you speak on TV and does not know who you are or is not a Ghanaian, they will not even have an idea that you have any legal background. They will think that somebody just went to bring their mother to come and sit on TV to speak. Because you are not making any argument from the statement you are making to prove that you have, with all due respect, the experience and with all due respect, the intelligence to make a case than the ordinary person walking on the street. Because just saying that the whole procedure or process was an unnecessary situation does not justify that the process was supposed to be done. If you want to prove to us that you are better, you have the experience, and that what you are making, the statements you are making, are not basically based on moral and basically based on speculation, you are supposed to go further than what than the argument Chairman Wontumi will make. Because the argument you are making is like Chairman Wontumi sitting on any radio stations to speak on the Torkornoo matter. With all due respect to you, madam. With all due respect. Or see, there's always been a problem with Article 146. Or see, that article now, John Mahama, any president to be able to say Kufuor ejina so, and making sure the due process has been dealt, has happened. Or see, she has always had a problem with the Article 146. We never knew she had a problem. She was Chief Justice for over 8 years or 8 years. She was just Chief Justice, I don't know the number of years, but it wasn't 8 years. She never spoke on Article 146, even when she was Chief Justice. When she was Chief Justice, she also received the same petition, but she never had an issue with Article 146 until today. Her party, her brother Ekufo-Addo, and her friend Torkornoo also had to go through the same process. So suddenly, she has always had a problem with the same Article 146 that she applied when she was Chief Justice. Into one baby Ofriba, she is picking and choosing. This is a woman I respect a lot. Dear, why you court in Minyebi? But at least she needs to prove beyond the say, you are a former Chief Justice, you are a luminary, you are an intelligent person when it comes to the law. You cannot speak vaguely because people like us are waiting for people like you with experience in the law to make a point that we can say, yes, she based her argument on this fact. But you are basically speaking like a normal housewife who is relaxed at home and just telling us about what happened in the market. You are not basically distinguishing yourself from normal people on the street and a former Chief Justice and a judge of the Supreme Court. Now, you being a Chief Justice for 3 years, we handing over the judiciary to you for 3 years, it wasn't an easy thing. Now, how can you just sit on TV and make due process, constitution, yejina so edi take a decision nima why bidano. How can you just sit on TV to make it look like say the course illegal? Now she went on to say this. She is saying we should revise the constitution. The constitution reform team or revised committee, it is there. You have all the right to go to that committee and present, because you, being a former chief justice, I think they will listen to you than me. So if you have a problem with 146, if you have a problem with some things in the constitution, you cannot sit at home and put on makeup and make it look like it's not something that concerns you. You have every right to put those concerns together to give to the Constitutional Review Committee for them to look at it, because you are a former chief justice. You don't put on scarf, shine your face, wear glasses, and polish your grammar like we can't speak English. You can equally write your own piece and take it to where? Take it to the Constitutional Review Committee. You cannot just sit there and speak like a laywoman, with all due respect to you. You cannot bring down the level you have been so low that when you speak, we don't see any signs of somebody who has legal intelligence, with all due respect to you, madam. So sometimes when we listen to you, after listening to you today, I was shocked, because your argument was all pushing you into the bracket of the pin brain people. Because the pin brain people, when they make arguments, they don't have any facts to base their arguments on. And that is what you have done today. You are forcing yourself to fall into the bracket of the pin brain people. You have always been telling us that they are not smart enough to make a case, to be coherent, and to make intelligent submissions on national issues. You see, so a judge just sent me this. Former Chief Justice Sophia Ekufu's comment on the removal of former CJ Gertrude Torkornoo is highly casuistic. The judges even have a problem with your submission on this matter, especially when you are a member of the Council of State that basically also received the petition and gave it a green light. So you are becoming a sycophant, with all due respect, madam. Now, let us know who Sophia Ekufu is. Is she a sycophant? Is she somebody we can basically sit back and say, you are a hypocrite. You are not being realistic and honest with Ghanaians. You are playing with the emotional part of the issue instead of you being factual and basing your argument on evidence and facts. What she is trying to do, and what we saw, is that she's not being factual. She's being emotional. She's trying to make a moral argument instead of a factual argument. And anybody on the streets of Ghana, including Chema Wuntumi and Abronye, can make moral argument, emotional argument, and not anybody can make factual arguments. And you, as a former Chief Justice, when you get the opportunity to speak, you need to force us to understand that you are smarter than Chema Wuntumi. You are smarter than Abronye. You have been in that position before. You know the law. You are above majority of us. But when you make these baseless, fake, these weak arguments, it makes it difficult for us to see you the way we see you now. That's why I'm saying that I don't want to group you in that bracket of pin brain old women, because pin brain people are not able to base their argument on facts. Now, let's go into calculation a little bit. When we go back into history, this woman called Madam Sophia Ekufu, she was the Chief Justice for 3 years. Now, this is something that we need to go back and analyze. When Charlotte Osei, people petitioned the president to say, Yenyi Charlotte Osei, Madam Sophia Ekufu had been appointed about 6 months. And when Madam Sophia Ekufu was appointed as the Chief Justice, within that 6 months, Grandpa Anson Obedi Bear 6 months, 8 months, she initiated the sacking of Charlotte Osei, and she initiated it and based everything on Article 146 that she is trying to tell us she has always had a problem with. The same Article 1469 that she's always had a problem with. It has been the same Article 419, or it was the same Article 419, or it is the same Article 419 she based on to make sure Charlotte Osei and her 2 deputies were sacked from the Electoral Commission. We are trying to let people understand, say, you disrespecting penny for. But you penny for ni bi wa maybe or more we need to correct them before they die. Because on say, oh yeah, maybe I do point to be now when you now refuse home, now say correct wa. What they say at Toronto and say your man to be called womb. And that is what we are trying to prevent. Now, avoid contempt against committee probing EC officials. CJ warns, when Charlotte say assembly by Madam Sophia Kufu extra letter the chere Ghana for say, Mema obianka asem no ho asem kura o media so. Say unim na kwatena TV so na wo discuss it a petition na ye de abre no ye de abre president ye de abre no na you are what court mraso contempt of court at you. She basically wrote a statement and put it out. That is autocracy. Oka obiaka kasabwa shed yem. This is Sophia Ekufu. They me born the video channel. She was the Chief Justice then. Time a petition by no Nana Dankwa Ekufu gave the petition to her. Nana Dankwa Ekufu didn't give the petition to Charlotte Osei to study and her deputies. Like the way John Mahama gave the petition to Torkornoo to study for 10 days. Nana Dankwa Ekufu received a petition against Charlotte Osei and her deputies. She did not give Charlotte Osei the room to even look at what is in the petition. No. He quickly gave the petition to Sophia Ekufu as the Chief Justice for the process to start working. In the time Ekodi ni hono and release statement, I'm talking about Sophia Ekufu. Yeah. Avoid contempt against committee probing EC officials. Time petition kodu committee enim na omu probi petition no na CJ Emma Ghana for nyina warning. Wa we ye bema ana oba obebusa question. Obe raise issue, obe question system no, you what contempt at show. You bet you what. This is the same woman who today is telling us, say, ya boni, no, enche obe wunti, yentie ono nyansa, with all due respect. Now, when you read the story, this is what it says. Let me enlarge it. Senebeya Obiabe hu America. The facts are there. This is City. Date Shaso, December 19, 2017. Reading time 4 minutes read. What the 4 minutes about kind story in a way. Inti facts in nam de amount. You read the story no. The Chief Justice Sophia Ekufu has formally constituted a committee to investigate the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Charlotte Osei, and her 2 deputies over corruption allegations leveled against them, with a caution to the general public to desist from making demeaning comments about their work. Mami way at the committee. Ekufu and second petition no and the man as a Chief Justice then and on the command committee at the committee and on such letter ma Ghana for so bianca nuntum. Nobody in Ghana. This was the warning from Madam Sophia Ekufu now to work asano. With all due respect to her. Me person who the kind of people, the pin brain people no and I make sure no. These are people we have to be careful about. Today, she's part of the Council of State. Now, I'll call the second paragraph. This is what it says. Already, some members of the opposition National Democratic Congress, NDC, have started criticizing the process, accusing the government of seeking to hound the EC boss, Charlotte Osei. Into that time, now, started to start, and the NDC for started to say, Omokasa said, no. Sibia process ne kone de. I say abane faso ekwan bi so apam Charlotte because NDC forecast say adenti ne Ekufu Addo saka petition no one farmer Charlotte ready or the comma Chief Justice. So the NDC were making an argument to say if the president even wants to based on Article 1469 to make sure the due process is followed, why is he not giving Charlotte Osei the room to even look at the allegations before moving the petition to the Chief Justice? So the NDC started questioning. When a Chief Justice Ethics Committee or started warning the Breg Ghana for say nobody should speak. In fact, let me read the rest of the story. When you read the rest of the story, this is what it says. Let me enlarge it. There are some people we are not supposed to take serious again in Ghana. This is the story. This is what it says. The Chief Justice, Sophia Ekufu, has formally constituted a committee to investigate the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Charlotte Osei, and her 2 deputies over corruption allegations leveled against them, with a caution to the general public to desist from making demeaning comments about their work. Already, some members of the opposition National Democratic Congress have started criticizing the process, accusing the government of seeking to hound the EC boss, Charlotte Osei. The 3 officials met, the 3 officials met the Chief Justice a week ago, where they were notified. This is city reporting. Charlotte Sophia Kufu, how dangerous she is as a former Chief Justice. Story say the 3 officials, meaning Charlotte Osei and the 2 deputies, the 3 officials met the Chief Justice a week ago, where they were notified that a prima facie case have been established against them. It's when Akufo-Addo received the petition. That petition Akufo-Addo received, he never said anything to Charlotte Osei and her 2 deputies. All that Akufo-Addo did was that he moved the petition and gave to Sophia, who is the Chief Justice. And what Sophia did was that Sophia just called them and told them, say, I have received a petition from the president and that a prima facie case has been leveled against you. Without Charlotte Osei knowing what is in the petition. That is what Sophia Kufu did. Sophia Kufu, of Fred Charlotte, and then the 2 deputies no more ban ho. One for petition and Chiromo. One Chiromo anything in the petition. Charlotte and her 2 deputies did not even have a clue of why they were called to the Chief Justice office. They were called as electoral commission chairperson and their deputies. The Chief Justice called them to come to her office. And when Charlotte Mudru Hono, Sophia Kufu Kachiromo say, Mensa aka petition from the president and petition in Muno, a primary facie case has been leveled against you. Intimate committee. Charlotte Osei said, we want to see the allegations in the petition. I said, no. I know more these people, sometimes they chew their fingers, they chew their asses, and they'll come and ask us who ate their ass. This is what Akufo-Addo and this woman did. Today, this woman is telling us that we have murdered sleep. She murdered sleep in 2017. That is why she's sleeping no more. Sophia Kufu already murdered sleep. She murdered sleep when she was the Chief Justice. She murdered sleep. That is why she's not able to sleep no more, because she knew what was supposed to be done. She didn't do it. Now, who read this story? This is what it says. Now, I quote, the general public is hereby informed that Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, and I'm talking about the statement she put out. And I quote, the general public is hereby informed. These are the strict statement Sophia Kufu as the Chief Justice then put out to the public. After receiving a one fan Charlotte Mo. Remember, John Mahama received a petition or the Torkornoo for 10 days. Torkornoo asked for 7 days. John Mahama said take 10 days. Akufo-Addo received Charlotte Osei petition. He gave it to Sophia. Sophia did not show it to Charlotte Osei. Sophia went ahead to put together a committee. Sophia sat in her office and established a prima facie case against Charlotte Osei and her 2 deputies. John Mahama did not sit in his office to establish that. John Mahama called the Chief Justice and said, a petition has been leveled, a petition has been brought, and it's against you. Take the petition and read and see what is in there. But Sophia and Akufo-Addo came together and decided to establish a prima facie case against Charlotte. This woman is today sitting there pretending say she never murdered sleep. Now, this is the statement she put out those times. These are disingenuous people. Let's not look at them in their slow language and low tone and think that they are some extraordinary people with some good record. Thank you very much, team. Thank you for bringing this in. Now, so after of fresh Charlotte Osei ban office do catch mummy and sa president today petition bia breme ya level some primary facie case against you people, so me ba beti committee monko e no pam omo. Now owie no e no such letter to mfrem me say ma obi anka committee na watere ho asem. The general public is hereby informed that Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Justice Sophia A.B. Ekufo, in accordance with Article 146 Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution has set up a 5-member committee to investigate allegations brought against the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Charlotte Osei, and her 2 deputies, Mr. Ahmed Sule and Mrs. Georgina Apapon Amankwa. End of quote. Owieno releases statement to say, Ojina 1992 Constitution, so Article 146 now, or say she has a problem with. When Charlotte Osei's case came, she used the same article and put together a committee, a 5-member committee. It was based on the article, no, to committee, you know. Today, this woman is telling you, say, she has a problem with the same article now. And Yajina so Ediama Torkornoo Out through the process. Now, unim say, time of fresh Charlotte Osei eba office. Okacha Charlotte Osei say, and Ekufuado the petition be abreme. Now, me na me Chief Justice, me study petition. We have established that you people, you have committed some crime. Now, mameka be binchao. Charlotte Osei, at the end of the day, on it, the deputies, you know, they actually asked the Chief Justice. That's our 2 story, so. This is what Charlotte Osei asked. Give me a copy of my removal petition. Charlotte Osei to Chief Justice, Madam Sophia Ekufu. Charlotte Osei can say, I want to see a copy of the allegation. Petition Ekuta o Sophia no. Give me a copy. Let me read and see what is in the petition. Sophia Ekufu said, no, fuck off. And wabodu kwa bejina TV so. We are using technology to expose these people because they have no credibility and they are the people who have destroyed this democracy. They hide behind intellectuality. They hide behind statesmanship. They hide behind age. And they lie and destroy the core principles of our democracy. Charlotte Osei pleaded with this woman, give me the petition, please. I want to see it. My deputies want to see. The woman said no. The embattled chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Charlotte Osei, has called on the Chief Justice Committee probing her and her 2 deputies to furnish her with a copy of the petition seeking her removal. Okacha sa madam, wo any committee no, mon for petition ne mame. Na me read the wom, so for Ekufu kaje so fa ne kwase anko. Today so for Ekufu gina oka kire say, onim nyansa che Ghana ni bia. We should all go fuck ourselves. Oni ne nim nyansa okasa obi ankoda. Na oni bibi. Charlotte Osei wie no. Ana Charlotte Osei decide say obekọ Ekufuado akobu se Ekufuado say, "Wona won saka petition ne first." And now, when I forward the Chief Justice, no, into Chief Justice in Femia, please, can you also give me the petition? As some way the Kufuado catch no. Now the Danko Kufuado catcher Charlotte say, no petition is here. Go and search for it. A Kufuado catcher Charlotte say, only petition bia. Charlotte say call presidency. I catch Mr. President. When I receive a petition now with the Chief Justice. Mebusa Chief Justice for the petition. She is not minding me. I also want you to give me the petition. Send a mehu allegations. No, Ekufuado say, I don't have any petition at the presidency. Sanko for way na and Omokachi say they are morally, they are intelligent, morally, they have the right to speak on Ghana's issues. Sophia Ekufu. Yepe Chief Justice Omumra. Omunya to me, omdidin sem hunu Ghana. You cannot pick Sophia Ekufu out. A governor catcher Charlotte say, ono ni petition be a free on court. So in reality, no, Charlotte said did not see the petition. Into all committee no, not onim question pa yeko busano. And remember, the committee was put together by Sophia Ekufu. She actually put the commission together. In fact, when you read the story, this is what the story says. Let's go to the second paragraph of the story. I mean, sure, petition, nipa okeka omubomu. She was even part of the committee. In a statement signed by the Judicial Secretary, Justice Alex B. Poku Echampong, the Chief Justice said anyone who makes comment that undermine the work of the committee will be cited for contempt. Now, who can story nuko enima or say the release, which failed to indicate the names of the committee members, as well as the release Now, my Mr. Free, in a release copied to cityfmonline.com, the Judicial Secretary said the sitting of the committee will be closed to the public. Inti omudi letter by no, omukache Ghana for you say, so for a kufu, wate committee, and so committee no, enya de obi abehu committee no. Ajuma mbedi nyina no, it will be behind closed doors. Enya de obi abenya committee no krampo, nipa omote committee no so no, so for a kufu did not tell Ghanaians. John Dramani Mahama, he allowed due process. We got to know who, the people who were going to sit on the committee. We all know their profiles. And so Sophia Kufu ni Kufuado. Sophia Kufu put together a 5-member committee. She didn't tell us their names. She didn't show Charlotte Osei and her 2 deputies the petition, the allegations in it. This woman, after that, sent a statement out to warn everybody to shut up. This is an autocrat. She's a dictator. And she wants to sound like she's the most intelligent person in Ghana. Now, who read this story now? Let me show you this. The release, which failed to indicate the names of the committee members, as well as state exactly when the committee will start its work, said it will be chaired by a justice of the Supreme Court. Or really this statement to say, what a 5-member committee and omono mobabetna eye Charlotte Osei case this no, wam chere obia obetna so wam bodin one chair location, but your kind of say committee no nipa obe chairs a committee na ombeto to Charlotte Osei mo no nipa owo Supreme Court. So far you kufu. This woman is bad news. I'm not in the position to insult her when you chair me, but I'm exposing her. I'm making you know she is not somebody to be trusted. If she has a problem with the Council of State, she should resign tomorrow and stop the nonsense grammar that she's hiding behind. She belongs to the pin-brain group that lies to protect criminals. Yeah. Now, Uko Wenima, and I quote, the committee, this is the letter from Chief Justice Sophia, those times, and the quote, the committee, which will sit in camera, in line with normal practice, consists of 3 justices of the Superior Court appointed by the Judicial Council and 2 other persons appointed by the Chief Justice. On the advice of the Council of State, the committee is chaired by a justice of the Supreme Court. Or say committee na otiye judge for me and some Supreme Court betra so. And a nupa mienu bi otade be kan no ono so fire na be choose sa nipa mienu no. Because at the end of the day no sa nipa obe chair eye committee no a Council of State for or say and 2 other persons appointed by Chief Justice on the advice of the Council of State. Into say nipa 5 na omo de omo kono 3 no ebe judges omo Supreme Court 2 na omo sa be kan no a Council of State na man petitions permission say ono Chief Justice no onyi ni nipa mienu ope. And on one personally, Okoyi ni nanfufo mienu beka 3 judges are you say omo ankasa the Judicial Council na yi omo. And odi omo ti committee no say omo try Charlotte Osei and then the 2 deputies. These are people who cooked their own coup and execute the coup. This is what we call the Machiavellian tactics. They go out there, they create a petition, they bring the petition to themselves, they create a committee, and they cut you off. Machiavellian, no. When they're the dangerous part of our democracy, we leave too much loopholes for people like these. They destroy the principles of the democracy. They turn around to come and tell us we are stupid because they have had a problem with the constitution all along. They never had a problem with it until one of them is caught by the law. Charlotte Osei wasn't human, right? Her 2 deputies were not humans, right? Madam Torkornoo was given a VIP treatment by the Constitution and the President of the Republic. When you compare what Sophia did to Charlotte Osei and her 2 deputies, and you look at the due process that Torkornoo went through, Torkornoo was given a presidential treatment. Torkornoo was given a presidential treatment. So calculate in some huna was Sophia. When Ekufuado deal Ghana ha as the Chief Justice. That means John Mahama is Jesus Christ. Torkornoo all the room to basically defend herself and even know what is in the petition before meeting the committee. By you, Sophia, you put together your own judges. You select your own friends. You don't even tell us when the committee is meeting, location. You don't even tell us the rules and regulations governing their job. You attempt to tell us you have a problem today. You this woman, I also woman I would with the sense of entitlement, you know. And then I sometimes I would trimuya with the Ghana ha. Bibia besu trima na okeka. The last part of the story, and I quote. It is the expectation of the Chief Justice and the Judicial Council that the public will treat the committee with the respect and dignity it deserves, as it carries out its constitutional duty and refrain from making comments that will undermine the work of the committee, since infractions may amount to contempt. End of quote. We are not catching Ghana for say, wow, be no bo MPC for no, mo biankasa, wow, be kasa metro. This autocratic, self-centered, and yet self-bragging, pin-brain, entitled human being way, and now it's not TV so catch say, we are stupid, you are smart, you have a problem with the due process. You abuse the due process, you abuse the constitution, Sophia. Sophia Kufu, you deliberately abused it. Ekrobianka goes to jail. Yeah. If we decide to go back and follow due process, you should be rotting in jail. You, because you breached the constitution. You abused the constitution technically. And as we sit here, Charlotte say in any country can come back and protest that why didn't you people show her the petition, the allegations in the petition? You people have committed so much crime in Ghana. And you sit there, you want us to worship your weak asses. All because in the name of respect, you people don't respect the intelligence of the people. Into your mama's small opportunity, then you abuse the opportunity because you're Jimmy. These are the things you did. Or terminal reports na me really channel. This is what makes you a very dangerous human being. Because you see, we gave you too much power and you abused that power. We gave you too much power. So today, that's entitlement thing now a woman sono. Because if we kufu, because Ojin said you can come and discredit the presidency and discredit the same Council of State that was part of this process. You technically were a sycophant that is not supposed to be part of the Council of State. Because the decision the Council of State took, you were part of that decision. So how do you turn around to come tell us and say the issue, what you see is unnecessary situation and that you have a problem with Article 146. The same Article 146 you and your Ekufuado manipulated to make sure the people you don't like in office, you took them out. Did you give Charlotte the room to look at the allegations? You have no rights. Absolutely no moral right to even sit and grant an interview about Torkornoo's ejection. You have no right. You are supposed to be in jail for abusing the constitution. You people have no respect for the Ghanaian. Every single day, you always want to feel, say, when you touch on the emotional part of issues, it makes it right. No, you having a personal relationship with Torkornoo, you having a feeling or some feelings for Torkornoo, you treating Torkornoo as a woman, it's got nothing to do with the facts. Torkornoo, from day one when this process started, has she been able to point out one infraction in the constitution that wasn't applied well? By you deliberately denied people allegations, a petition. You set up a whole committee yourself. You put your friends on the committee. You select judges you like on the Supreme Court bench and you sit on it to destroy somebody's career. Today, you open say to a new frau because what TV so can kwasi abrofubi. The entitlement. Mojin samuni munyansa chen obi a. School papa ben na makwa and the Ghana you call internet so ayehu. A dear case law, Papa Bear Pana, you want everybody to look like we are foolish. There's nothing extraordinary about you people. You get the opportunity. The opportunities you people got was because majority of us were daft. We could not check you people. We could not fact check you people. You people put some fear in us. You use that intellectual approach, which was full of fear, to suppress the people from knowing the truth. You have committed a lot of crimes by making sure, denying people. We have elected into offices to work for us. You, Sophia. So today, we should stop everything. You are an embarrassment to Ghana. If you have a problem with Article 146, go and meet the Constitution Review Committee. Tell them what problem you have with them. with that part of the constitution. If you have a problem, if you think you cannot work with a council of state, get the fuck out of there and let somebody who is willing and ready to work there to be part of them. We cannot have sycophants, double-faced Jack Chance to be walking around and destroying our way to better democracy. We are not going to create any special protection for anybody in any government office. You know the rules and regulations that governs every institution that you are head of. You need to stay within the constitution, stay within your rules, and that you'll be fine. If you go above, you go beyond, if you try to abuse that office, you have to be dealt with. That is how it works everywhere in the world. Because you people are creating that impression that Torkornoo flouting the law and the law dealing with her, it is the end of Ghana. Because you people are so entitled. You are part of the pin brain people. You are a sycophant who is in sheep clothing inside the Council of State. Because you cannot step out of the Council of State as a team and come tell us that you disassociate yourself and this thing and this, that. So we should all stop and go pick our history books and write and take pictures of you. No. I've read your terminal report to you. You are one of the worst chief justices we have had. You are an autocrat. You are the same like a Kufuado. You are a dictator. The power you got for 3 years, you abused it. Tell us you didn't. You are a mole. Every day somebody is pin brain. Every day somebody is pin brain. Make your argument based on facts and stop adding emotional stuff to your argument. You are a former chief justice. You are a judge, a former judge. Speak like a former judge. Use the facts and evidence to make a statement and stop this wayside, selfish, emotional, moral argument you are making. We all have ideas to make emotional arguments. Adai, your name say Torkornoo or your bar. Your name say our family. Your name say no a lawyer. We know that, but she has committed a crime and the law has to deal with her. The nonsense must stop. We are tired of this sycophancy and fake entitlement attitude you people are putting up in Ghana. If you have a problem with the 146 in the Constitution, go to the Constitution Review Committee and tell them your problem. You should be the last person to be granting interviews in Ghana. You have committed a crime, you abused your office. Any court you go, I will face you because you abused that office you are in. The office that you occupied, you abused it 1,000 times. Ghana Nyankano Krintra. When you speak, it chucks people like us. When we give the opportunity to speak, it chucks people like me. The arrogance in your language, the entitlement syndrome, that thing where you think that everybody is a fool, you are the most intelligent person. Intelligent, smart, lawyer. Later you got to know this guy is a drug addict. And you people have gone through the mill with this kind of entitlement to this point. You still don't want to shut up and quell your ass and sit down. You still want to derail this country. If you have a problem with this process, go to the review committee and tell them that they should review it. If you make sense there with facts, they will review it. The nonsense must stop. Today, I can tell you on authority, you are part of the pin brain old people in Ghana. You speak out of emotions. You don't speak out of facts. There's nothing that shows that you were a former legal brain. Stop this, your comedy. We are tired of you. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful evening. I'll meet you tomorrow. We will discuss Ghana. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Good night. Abuache. Gigim.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No answer, mine. Abuache. You will for Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the team Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you Supono why round what? It was for Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the team Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. Why yo? We are best fishermen. No answer, mine. Abuache. You will for Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the team Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. Why why round what? Why why round what? Why why round what? Why Supono why round what? It was for Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan, Ewa betia Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan, Ewo duwa Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan, Ewo mikwa Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan, Belgium kwan. Why you yell? Why drangwa? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why drangwa? Why you yell? Why drangwa? I want it. Original. Ewo kufa Belgium kwan. Ewa betia Belgium kwan. Where you mind umbramba?